Been so long, Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream today. We have Felix, AUGER ALIASSIME, versus Taylor Fritz in their second battle of their careers. And we're going to be looking forward to a very good match. The well, based on the standings, it looks like the winner of this may may be taking the place here of in the ATP finals groups. So going to be a very sensational match. Last time they played, I was very close to watching them as well. They played in Sydney with Fritz taking the cake, coming from behind in the ATP Cup in Sydney, and we know how well Canada did in the ATP Cup as well. So we're just going to have a little look at the preview here. We see, Felix got his first win. He lost the first one, so that's something to note. He's apart from losing to Rune, he's won sort of 16 of the last 17 or 18 matches. We know he's had that 3 title run. The only other person to do that was Rude previously. So Felix is in definitely the best form of his life. We know that. And it's going to be a ripper of a match. I'm glad we got to finish the stream with Tsitsipas and Medvedev yesterday. What a match! Even the third set was almost as good as the second, if not better. So I'm very happy that we got to share that, and Faizan helped me out with that one. But yeah, and good morning to you, David. LA Felix, I've got my red and white here. I've got my white down below, and I'm very keen to get this match on the road. And let me know, guys, in the comments. I'm testing a new microphone here, rather than using the standard earphones. But let me know if this is good. Let me know if I need to change something. But I'm very keen for this one, and it's hopefully won't run over time, so I can stream the whole match for you guys. But very keen for this one. We know how good this one's going to be. It's meant to start in a few minutes. I'll let you know when they walk on court, and it should be going on pretty soon. Now we can see Felix. Yeah, even in the preview, didn't do anything special. Didn't even face more break points in the match, but ended up with getting a comfortable win. He did win in straight sets, and we saw Rafa beat Rude in straight sets today. Bit weird. The odds really weren't in his favor, literally. But knowing Rafa's style, he had his last. He couldn't go his last match without winning for the tour on the year. We know that Rude was already confirmed in the group. He was already 2-0. Despite early predictions, but he was 2-0. Rafa was 0-2. Rafa is not someone to give up and just give up on the group. He wanted to get his last win. And there was a stat I think Vanch put up on Twitter that Rafa earned more points in that win. I think it was 200 points versus Rude getting to the US Open 4th round, which is 180 points. So I don't think Rafa did it for the points, but he did it for his hungry Spanish heart, and his fans, I'm sure, of course, were pleased. But I'm very, very happy with that. But as we know, the Canadian was expected to do a lot better in the last 2 matchups, considering his form and his performance level. Indoor hard courts was especially beautiful. I think a lot of the thing about these indoor hard courts, there's been a little bit of criticism by the hard courts because of the indoor hard courts. We know Taylor Fritz, he had a little something to say on Twitter, and it was regarding the, the reason why Rafa probably hasn't won an ATP finals is because he hasn't been able to, he's had the opportunity. He's been forced to go in the indoor hard courts where he's only won 1 title, I think, in his career. And, you see Djokovic, Felix, I'm sure he's going to get some titles the way he's playing the indoor hard courts. And people like Taylor Fritz, I don't think, even though the conditions are favorable to him, the fast court surface hasn't been that favorable to him. And he didn't think it was that favorable to him at all. So we're going to be in for a bit of a runner here. I think, who do you think's going to win here, guys? Plug it in the comments. Taylor Fritz or Felix? I know we've got 2 Felix fans, myself and David, Mr. Cross Court Tennis. But who else do we have in the chat? Give us a comment. Who do we think is going to win, FAA or Fritz? The battle of the Fs. Canada versus USA. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. We're coming in here. Felix, you would think, would be a slight favorite here, but you know that they need to both win. This is a must win. So look, we really need to see something special here, and at the moment here, yeah, they both at the moment. Rude's obviously at the top, 2-1. Raf is 1-2, and Fritz and Felix, they're 1-1 each. We know that they've got similar statistics. They're both going to need to win, obviously, to make that second group. But very exciting match to come here. Plug in the comments, guys. Look forward to getting this on with you. A top match to come through here. So very excited to bring this for you. Fritz is that indoor hardcourt Twitter battle. I saw Apelka coming through as well. Apelka, we know, can be a bit of a savage on Twitter. Haven't seen him on the court for a while, but Apelka, he's a bit of a savage on Twitter if you haven't seen him. I think he can be a bit of a I won't say anything bad about him because he's probably gonna hit me with an ace. But he's something that maybe he doesn't love tennis as much. He seems to berate people in the comments and professionals, and it's interesting to hear. But we have Matthew in the chat. Hey Matthew, how you doing? I think FAA wins, but if Fritz plays as inspired as Steph did yesterday, he'll give himself a hell of a chance. Yeah, I think you're right. Like Fritz has a lot. And I was thinking about expectations yesterday, and I was listening to Gil Gross podcast with the big three. Expectations. Who had the least expectations coming into here? Was it Casper Ruud, who really was in not very good form since the US Open? Was it Fritz, who was the substitute for Alcaraz? Arguably, maybe Rune had a bit more expectations in here than this. But I think this is going to be sensational. We see the match is just going to pop up on. Fortunately, can't be sharing it with you, but it'll be popping up pretty soon. I'm just going to get this up. Fritz to serve. Am I getting it on? Let's go. Fritz, with a wayward serve. Coming in, and Felix, just waving it out. 15 love. FAA to win in 3, Faison says. Well, if that's the case, then I might need help finishing the stream. But 86% voted FAA. Oof. And Fritz with the first serve fault into the net. We know Fritz's height. He's hopefully won't get too many double faults. Here we go, backhand to backhand now. Felix using the inside forehand, trying to get up to the net. Felix slices into the net. Tell you what, guys, what do you think of Felix's apparel today? In his blue and white shirt by Adidas, whatever you say. What do you think of his shirt? It's a bit of a it's like blue and white. It's got a bit of a draggy lines. Not really. Looks like someone's cut. Fritz down the tee serve. Returned by Felix, but Fritz puts it away. 40 love. Early games. Fritz just looks like he's adjusting his shorts there. Don't ask me why. Might be a love hold here. We know these serve bots. These are some serve bots. AUGER ALIASSIME, arguably more of a serve bot than Fritz. We know how good he is. It's going to be quick service games, and Fritz out wide. Felix unable to get it. Unreturnable. 1-0 Fritz. On the board. 2 minutes. Quick as that. That looks like it might be the standard for this. Matthew in the chat. Good to have you here. Apelka gets up in the noses of many in the tennis media. Yeah, I'm not sure what fuels it. Like, I know I've seen him play, obviously not in person yet, but I don't know what's with that. He has this hatred. I'm not sure if it's for the people in the sport or for the sport itself. It doesn't seem like he really loves the game. I think he was just brought into tennis maybe because of his height. I'm actually going to look into that actually because that is something very interesting. We need to understand. All right, Felix skipping through to put his towel away. Shelley in the chat, USA, USA, USA. It's gonna be. Who do we think the crowd's gonna be with? Do we think the crowd's gonna be with Felix or Fritz or whoever hits the more sensational shots? We'll see. Felix coming into serve. Out wide, Fritz down the line, keeping it in. No, just out from Taylor. Just out from Tay. Don't know why I just said Tay. I've been listening to too much Taylor Swift. But 15 love here. Yeah, we're not going to see many shots last more than many rallies last more than 4 or 5 shots. I think Felix loves the 1-2, loves the 1-2 punch. Here we go. 15 love serving out wide, slice from Felix early out. Well, I did. That was not necessary. Felix on his first shot after his serve, using a slice on the baseline and hits it out. I don't know what that was, Pa. I don't know what that was for. Matthew again in the chat. Head-to-head decides the group placing if both players tied and win. Yep, winner of the match will finish second, I think, unless Felix or someone absolutely wipes them off the court. But we know Rude's match finished 7-5, 7-5, so only lost loss was 4 games there, and we know he had some good wins against Felix and Fritz as well. So actually, I'll bring that up actually. No, his matches were relatively tight as well. So Matthew, maybe we could see someone even finish first. I mean, Felix right now is 4 based on his rank. Like Fritz has a better head-to-head. Sorry, or like in the standings, he's 3rd at the moment. All right, 30-15, second serve from Felix. Nice kicker. Fritz doing well though. Hitting it deep. Felix into the net again. 30 all here. Wow. Okay. I mean, my tennis on mute, but I wonder who the crowd's cheering for. You think it's in Italy? It's closer. Well, I mean, Canada and America are both as far away from each other, I guess. But Felix has some French blood. Well, I don't know if that's true actually, but we know he's the French fans will love him, is what I mean. And an ace, maybe Fritz had a tiny bit of a racket to it, makes it 40-30. Game point. Yeah, I don't know why I said Tay. I think Taylor Swift's in my head now. All right, 40-30 now. Let's go, people in the chat. Who do we think's going to take it? We have a couple of Fritz fans, a couple of FAA fans. Out in the middle, Fritz guessing the right way into the net though. 1-all coming into this first set. They both obviously want to win. They're both serving well. Maybe Felix with a bit of nerves. He knows there is some expectation here. He's expected to win. He's the favorite to win. He, he's been on that winning streak. Fritz, I think, had maybe the lowest expectations to come in here. He's already got a win. He had a win against Rafa Nadal 6-1 in the second set. He could have won again. He lost 8-6 in the third set tiebreak against Rude. Maybe he's Taylor Fritz is definitely a dark horse here, but he's had the ability to do it. We see 15 love coming now from Fritz into the net. First serve fault. Coming through, backhand to backhand now, pushing Felix away, and Fritz puts a nice volley. Felix trying to get it, but no chance. Fritz doing well, finishing it well, 30 love. And these are the 1-2 punches we're talking about. Oh, 1, 2, 3 punches, I guess. But that's, with the court surface, the speed, and the height of these two players, the speed of these two players, we know it's going to be some short points. I wouldn't be the longest rally would not be more than 15 shots, surely, this match. Second serve now. Coming down the middle. Felix using the slice again, reaching out. Forehand to forehand now for Felix. Whips a forehand wide. Little bit of frame. 40 love again for Fritz. It's going to be 2 love games, possibly. Crowd with FAA, yeah, not surprised. Maybe a bit of French fans. I think everyone there's no reason not to love Felix at the moment. Just wide from Taylor Fritz first serve. Yeah, he's not getting a lot of first serves in, but he's still winning every game, every point. Are we going to see another love game? We go forehand to forehand now. Forehand winner from Fritz. He's the quiet assassin here today. Silent assassin, I should say. 2-1. Look, maybe Fritz enjoys this no expectations. He came here luckily. He thought he might be a reserve. Alcaraz is out. In he goes. Win against Rafa. Almost won against Rude. Surely we want Felix in the finals though. He deserves to be there. He definitely deserves to be there. Faizan saying, yeah, it is a total number of games. I think it's like the win to loss ratio. But then if that's a tie, then I'm sure there's like some deciding factors after that. So that's what it is. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Keen to bring this to you. We're on serve so far. And guys, let me know how the audio is. I'm testing out a new mic as well. Let me know how the audio is. Am I too loud? Do you want me to tell me to shut up? Tell me what the go is. But very excited to bring it to you. So it might be loud at times, but that's just me being excited. Audio is good. Good to hear. Thank you very much. Hopefully it's better than the old earphones. But yeah. 2-1, here we go. Change of ends. Fritz is sucking on some gel or something like that. Getting his water in. Hopefully it's we don't want another Djokovic situation, another Djokovic controversy, do we? I hope you guys all saw that video. I couldn't believe my eyes at first, but I mean, it was almost made to be controversial. They knew something like that was going to happen when they have the backs there. Maybe they just want to get on the news. It looks like, but very funny though. Coming through, Felix is a bit quiet. We know he's been a bit louder. His confidence has grown a lot, and the crowd's with him. So I'd expect him to be a bit louder today. Here we go, serving a 1-2 on serve. Felix looking to serve some bombs. Down the tee. It's just in from Fritz. Down the line from Felix. Fritz guesses the right way. Felix into the net. Love 15. Felix is very quiet. He doesn't look like he's in his same mojo. Maybe I think the expectations are in his head. It's unforced errors stat. 5 unforced errors from Felix, 0 from Fritz. And it's only been like 15 points maybe. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Love 15. Let first service. Sound like an umpire there. Here we go. Felix still serving bombs though. Still serving at speed. 200k. All right, here we go, boys and ladies and gentlemen. Love 15. Oh, big serve fault. That was half a meter out. Looks like past the service line. Second serve. Felix is going to be in his own head here right now. I'm not sure this waiting is good, but a good serve going forehand to forehand now. Fritz on the, oh no, they're both 50-50 right now. Inside out forehand from Felix. Another inside out forehand. Doesn't look like he wants to go to his backhand. Fritz hits it out. He's going like that. He's leaning back, but he's not too harsh on himself. It's 15-all. It's early in the match. I think Fritz is enjoying this no expectation, and that's something I think is going to be underrated in their heads. They're both sort of still young. How old's Fritz? Fritz is 25. Felix is what, 21, I think? Let me have a look. Felix is 22. Felix is 22, my mistake. Serving at 15 all now. Out wide from Felix, doing the 1-2 punch in the middle, going forehand to forehand now. Fritz scraping at it and into the net from Fritz. 30-15. I mean, Fritz, despite the low expectations for him, he started off well, but I think Felix maybe was playing a bit. He wasn't playing up to scratch, so Fritz had the advantage. But now Fritz, I think, is getting a bit comfortable. He needs to be the aggressor as well here and force these errors from Felix. Otherwise, I feel like Felix is going to get in his zone, as we know he's been doing, getting in his zone, and he'll be cutting it off a bit. But here we go, 30-15 now. So, forehand down the line, and Felix coming to the net, and Fritz across the other side, 30 all now. Okay. Fritz has come on to his box. 30 all here. Are we going to see another big match? Yeah, Felix is just watching the ball there a bit. I think he knew Fritz. Fritz has been guessing the right way as well. So, plug in the chat, guys. Who do you think is going to win? 30 all now. Coming into the third game. Bit of nerves here from Felix. Who do we think is going to get this? Who's going to get the first breaks? Fritz looks like he's going to get the first break. Serve out wide. Was that in? Oh, must have been close. All right. Second serve now. That was 201. That's not bad. Second serve now. Coming through. Felix has some nice shoes on as well. Backhand to backhand now. Felix looking above the baseline, looking a bit more aggressive. Fritz going backhand down the line, just out. He wanted it, and it could have been good. He would have had the nice. I think Felix still would have gotten it, and Fritz would have had a nice smash. But his box is saying, "Come on." Game point now. Felix is looking a lot more edgy than Fritz right now. Who's going to have it, guys? Who's going to have it? 40-30. Serve just on the line. Just out from Fritz. There are a couple close calls there. Maybe my commentary should have been better, but a couple of close calls there. 2 all. Tell you what, Fritz is serving well. Fritz is playing well. He's a few first serve mishaps, but Fritz is playing well, definitely. I'm very excited for this one. All right. And Fritz is serving first too. So we know how good that's going to be. 2 all now. Fritz serving out wide. Felix going down the line. Felix stretching again, but hits it out. 15 love for Fritz again. Felix looks like he's getting a bit frustrated now. He's just standing there. He can't do much about it. Maybe he knows he's going to play aggressive. 15 love now. Another good serve from Fritz. Felix on the baseline, hitting it. Felix doing some nice whips now. Backhand to backhand now. Good angles from Fritz. Going on the forehand, hitting it to his backhand. Fritz hits it just wide. Must have been just on the corner out. 15 all now. 15 all. Loving this, guys. Loving this. 15 all. 2 all. I have a feeling it's going to be a close one. I don't know if it's going to be as close as Medvedev and Tsitsipas, but what do we think, guys? And it looks like almost an ace from Fritz. Not quite. And going, looks like it was a let. It looked like it was in, just a let. 15 all still. Down the tee, unreturnable from Felix. Another stat I want to talk about, guys. And maybe I'll talk about it at the break, but Rafa's serving today. I don't know if you saw the stats, but sensational. Maybe Rude hitter had got through. Maybe he wanted to just let it go, have a loss. Fritz with a serve just out wide. 30-15 still. Second serve incoming. What's he going to do here? Hits it to Felix's backhand. Backhand to forehand down the middle now. Forehand to forehand now. Felix hitting a forehand wide. It looks like he's looking up at the ball rather than focusing down at it. He's not happy with it. Definitely some nerves there. Fritz not playing 100% either. Second serve points won, 100%. Yeah, Fritz is still, I think he's lost 1 point on serve, or maybe 2 points on serve this 3 service games. Backhand to backhand, or backhand to forehand now. Down the middle we go. Hitting to Felix's forehand and out. 40-30 now. 40-30. Maybe Felix is he's looking like maybe he can get a point here. What do we think, guys? Do we think Felix can break? Get some LA Felixes in the chat. Felix hits it just out though. Oh, 3-2. 3-2 to Fritz early on serve. No break points though, which is good. But a couple of shaky service games. 30 alls from Felix. But plug it in the chat, guys. Who do we think is going to take it? Do we think it's going to be 2 sets? Do we think it's going to be 3 sets? See some Felix fans, see some Fritz fans. I'm sure I'll get their names mixed up throughout the match as well. But look, I'm going to put my prediction in the chat now. I'm going to say Felix in 2. Plug it in the chat. Would love to see everyone's thoughts in the chat. And give it a like. Give this video a like, or give this stream a like if you're enjoying it as well. And much appreciated. Would love to see how I'm doing. And any feedback in the comments would be great as usual. And I always appreciate your generosity. Just to comment or anything more, always appreciate, and I really appreciate it. You guys watching as well, would love to do this for you. And look, yeah, something I want to talk about in this was Rafa's serving. Did you guys see? I'll bring it up now. Rafa's serving against Rude 16 aces. Since when does Rafa serve 16 aces in 2 sets? What's going on? Is that a thing? Since when does Rafa serve 16 aces in 2 sets? He was winning 93% on first serve. Since when was that a thing? When was the last time Rafa has served 16 aces in 2 sets? Rafa served 1 ace against Felix in his loss. And Rafa serve 7 aces against Fritz in his loss. Rafa served 6 aces against Tommy Paul's loss. Rafa's... Yeah. When was the last time that's happened? Is that a first for Rafa? What's going on? Rafa served 5 aces in Wimbledon against a 5-setter against Fritz. What's going on? All right, first point. Felix out wide. Fritz not quite getting it in, hitting it past the baseline. 15 love. But guys, put it. That's a talking point, hey? Rafa serving 16 aces in 2 sets. Where did that come from? 15 love now. Coming through. Out wide from Felix. Coming up to finish. Does he hit it out? Is that out? That looks out. Or did it just keep the line? Yeah, just out. He tried to do the 1-2 punch. Felix is not very consistent. That's another unforced error on the books. All right. Felix needs to slow down. Get in his rhythm. He's looking at his box for a second. All right. Needs to get in his rhythm. He's got some nice shoes on as well. I don't know what they are, but if anyone knows in the chat, Felix's shoes, would love to know. Serve down the tee, just out. Just wide. Coming in for the second serve. What are we going to see here, guys? Down the middle. Forehand to forehand now. Fritz with the backhand. Not doing well enough, though. Fritz going backhand to backhand. And Felix hits it out. 15-30. Felix has committed at least 2 points on his service game so far, and Fritz has only done one from 3 his service games, conceding at least 2 points. So what do we think is going to happen here? I said Fritz would break early, but I also said Felix in 2 sets, which also doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'd love to see what you guys think in the comments. Appreciate the love. Felix out wide, looks like a let. Match is on FAA's racket. Exactly. Yeah, he's doing too much with his forehand, I think. He just needs to push Fritz around a bit, get comfortable, and push Fritz into uncomfortable situation. I think you're exactly right. As we go, ooh, Felix with his first challenge of the match. Looked just out, but was a serve out wide. What do you think, guys? Is it in or out if you guys are watching the match? Would love to see you guys' reactions. It looks like it's going to be just out, but... Oh, it's caught the line, maybe about 5 mils in. Felix, good call there. That's an ace on the books. 30 all. Very good call there. Very good call from Felix. And Mr. Umpire, Mohammed was caught out. I think he was a bit surprised there. Was on the other side of the court, to be fair. But 30 all here. This is his third 30 all of his service games. But he's won them, so he should be winning this one. Down the tee, another let here from Felix. We saw the lets galore in the last stream. And what are we going to see here? 30 all coming through. All right. Here we are. Felix with a nice big serve. Fritz to backhand to backhand now. Fritz a bit flatter than Felix. Felix down the line. Felix with a whipping forehand. He needs to get it on his forehand now. Going to Fritz's backhand. Fritz with the angles though. Coming around, running Felix around. Felix, good forehand in the corner. Felix getting a slice back on court. Neither are coming to the net. Maybe Fritz should be coming to the net here. Forehand to forehand now. Still pushing Felix around. Fritz with a nice backhand angles there. Fritz just hitting it long. Good rally. That could have been almost 15 shots. Maybe a bit less than 15 shots. Maybe 12 shots. 40-30. Here we go. Love to see this, guys. Love to see it. In Torino. Faizan, if you're listening, is this the match you were going to be watching? Or are you just going to be watching the earlier one? Would love... Would have been, Rafa Rude. Not a bad match. 16 aces. That would have been sensational to watch, though. Hopefully Rude just didn't give up on them. All right, 40-30. Here we go. Out wide, and Fritz couldn't do anything about it. 3-2. Sorry, 3-all. 3-all. All right. Looks like... Well, Felix is still holding despite being at 30 all in each of his 3 service games. But Fritz is definitely looking the stronger opponent. I'm not sure... Okay, so... All right, here we go. 30... Oh, 3-all here. 3-all here in the match. Great serve down the tee from Fritz. Fritz coming to the net now to finish it. Felix going to get there. Goes down the line. Oh, just out. He knows what to do. I'm in my red and white. Come on, Felix. Let's go. 15 love now. Coming into this set. 3-all. So there's going to be some nerves, I think, coming into these few service games now. Fritz down the tee. Felix hitting it out. Both getting a bit jarred up. Maybe it's the nerves. But Fritz is definitely taking the match better despite... Yeah, Fritz, points won on serve, 88% compared to Felix, just 67%. 88% is pretty big from Fritz. Big serve, another one down the tee, just a let though. Just a let. 30 all now. Sorry, 30 love. What am I talking about? First serve again. Oh, great serve. He's masked that very well. Out wide. Ace from fifth Fritz. Beautiful serve. People in the comments saying the match is on Felix's racket. Where are the USA fans? I want to hear you. 40 love now. A familiar zone for Taylor Fritz. He hasn't got a break though, but he's been serving bloody well. Second serve now. Backhand to backhand now. Fritz whipping the forehand. Felix whipping the forehand. Both hitting it hard as they can. Fritz with the angle. Bat just out from Fritz. 40-15 no. No need to worry. Fritz should be serving this one out. He hasn't had any risk of his serve being broken so far. And 40-15, I don't think he should be worrying again. Beautiful playing from Fritz. Do we think Felix needs to start being more aggressive, or do we think he needs to cut his unforced errors down? Let me know, guys. Another great serve out wide. Felix not doing enough with it. It's unreturnable. 4-3. 4-3 Fritz. But yeah, it's a good talking point, guys. Do we think Felix needs to cut down his unforced errors? Is he able to play more aggressive while cutting down those errors? That really doesn't make sense. But yeah, would love to know what you guys think as well. Once they get into a rally, it's increasingly Felix. Yeah, I think you're right there. I think coming into this, yeah, Fritz and Felix are both serving sort of round about the same. We need Felix to come into himself here, but as the rally gets going, I think you're right here. I think Fritz doesn't move as well around the court, even though he's so tall. But Felix looks like, I know he's only 3 years younger, but he looks like you notice the youth in him. And we got some Fritz fans in the crowd as well watching. But yeah, good question here, and we'd love to know your guys' top players as well. So maybe I can help some streams on from some of you guys' top players as well. My top players, well, my number one coming through is Yannick Sinner. I know you guys love him, but I love him as much, I should say. Yannick Sinner, I was just lucky enough to watch him maybe 2018 or 2019 when he was coming through the top 100, and I knew he was going to be very special. And look, I love being right about him too. I think that's why I've stuck to him as well. He just needs to he needs to put a drop shot in his game. He needs to be able to mask something like that. Felix has got to be another one as well. I've got some family in Canada as well, so I can't go against Felix, and he's got to be the top Canadian at the moment. And I'll continue that very soon. But we're back on serve here. 3-4 now. Let's go, Felix. Ale. Great serve down the tee. Felix, the 1-2 punch. That's what he needs to do. Felix needs to get up there. 1-2 punches. But at the same time, Matthew says he needs to push Fritz around to uncomfortable territory. Yeah. I think Fritz's backhand is looking all right now, using the angles, running Felix around possibly more than he is at the moment. But I think that is a key, Matthew. You're definitely right. And coming into out wide, going backhand to backhand now. Fritz's backhand is doing well though. But we see a lot more spin from Felix as well, and that's leading to an unforced error from Fritz. He hit it well. Felix hit it with a lot of spin as well. That backhand, and Fritz just hitting it out as well. And yeah, I mean, that rally was definitely like a perfect example of what you're saying, Matthew. He's rallying a lot more consistently the last few games, and that point was a perfect example. 30 love now. Let's see if we can get a game without going 30 all. I don't want to jinx anything though. And it's into the net from Fritz. 40 love. The jinx is over. Thank you very much. But here we go. 40 love. 40 love now. Would love to Love to see. Who do we think is going to take the first set? I know I said Felix in 2 sets. Rackets with Felix. So maybe Matthew, you reckon Felix might do it in tiebreaker maybe? 40 love now. Serving out wide, but it hit the net and went out. So first serve fault. Fritz wearing a standard green or olive and blue shirt. 40 love, second serve. I feel like Fritz is going to try to whack this. Oh, he does whack it down the line as well. Felix clawing it back, but Fritz doing well. Put it in the forehand corner. 40-15. Very good. Got Sam saying, "Hi Pat, hi Sam. Hope you're doing well. Who's your prediction for the match? Who do we think is going to take this one?" You know, Fritz has four forehand winners compared to one for Felix, and Felix we know has had more unforced errors at the moment. 40-15 now, serving down the tee. Looks like it's clipped in. Fritz is asking, "Is it it?" But he doesn't challenge because he knows he's probably going to lose the game. 4-all now. Who do I think is going to take the set? I think, I mean, I know I said Felix in 2. Do I have to stick to that? Felix is going in his hand like that. All right, I'm putting Felix to break right now. Edging towards Fritz. I mean, if you're watching the match, Fritz is playing well, but I've seen Felix go, "Come on." So I reckon Fritz is going to be broken right now. And 2 deep down the rabbit hole says Felix in two sets. I think the same. All right, I'm thinking Felix is going to break here. Fritz hits that out. Love 15 now. All right, let's get behind it, guys. FA in 2 sets. Is it going to be? Let's make it 6-4 right now. All right, I'm sure Fritz is going a bit nervy now. He knows if he loses this match, then I think we're going to see. Sorry, if he loses this set, I think we're going to. Sorry, loses this game. Felix is going to serve it out. Going backhand to backhand now. Felix trying to open up the court by going inside out forehands. He's whipping it straight to Fritz's forehand. Fritz just keeps it in. Fritz going down the line. Felix with a whip. Fritz maybe should have come in there, but forehand, backhand to backhand again now. Fritz has almost hit it out many times. Fritz hits the net. Oh, it goes over. Felix hits it, and it's gone into the net. 15-all. Oh, Fritz was lucky to win that point, I think. And I'm not just saying that because I want Felix to win this. But Fritz did well there. All right, 15-all now. Fritz getting into his zone now. Down the tee, Felix just getting it back. Oh, Fritz on the line again. Are you serious? Still in though. Forehand to forehand now. Felix coming up on the backhand, which is good. Great backhand from Fritz though. Fritz going to forehand again. Felix keeping it in. Fritz going in the middle. Forehand to forehand now. Fritz with a great forehand rip. He deserved to win that one. 30-15. Fritz is coming into his own now. I know, Matthew, we talked about pushing him around, but Fritz is doing the pushing around, I think, at the moment. He's getting a bit lucky with some on the lines and some net clips, but look, can he last it, though? Fritz doesn't look like he likes his shorts either. He keeps pulling his inner shorts down or whatever. I don't think it's his undies, but we'll steer away from that one. Speaking about picking undies, Rafa should have beaten these guys. Yes, I think you're right. 30-15 now. Oh, as Fritz found the line there on that forehand winner. He has. Felix is having a laugh to himself. He can't believe how lucky Fritz is getting here. Oh, yes. Oh, Fritz, what is that? Oh, Fritz is loving that too. He's laughing at how lucky that is. Fritz with a serve out down the tee at fault. Too wide there. Second serve, Felix is in the zone now. Great second serve though. Good second serve speed, 173k. And that's just in. He's serious. Fritz has found the line again. Oh my God. Whew. Sam saying Rafa should have beaten these guys. TBH. I mean, 6-1 second set for Fritz against Rafa. I know you love him. I don't want to hurt you, but 6-1, that's pretty convincing. And Rafa against Felix. I don't know. With Felix's form, I'm not going to say anything, but stats speak for itself. But Rafa deserved to win today. So I'm glad hopefully you got to see Rafa win today. And look, he's the love of your life. I wish he was mine too, but unfortunately, he's all yours there. But yeah, Matthew saying yes, he is asking all the right questions. You know, they're both asking asking the right questions. I think Fritz is standing up for it so far. But yeah, the pressure. I think you're right there. Felix is going to be a bit relentless. Fritz, I don't think he's going to be so I don't think he's going to be so lucky. Yeah, I think that's going to be. I think that's going to be the way Fritz does lose a lot of matches as well. Maybe he's waiting to like mentally check out. The crowd's not with him. The crowd's with Felix. Fritz is just a sub. I don't know if that's going to play something in his game where he maybe doesn't feel like he deserves to be here. But this is the fight to get into that spot, to get into the top two, to go into it. And would love to see what you guys are thinking in the chat. This isn't sustainable. Definitely correct. He'll prevail in the end. I think so. Rafa went on vacation second set. And yeah, maybe he did 6-1 that. But yeah, all yours, Sam. My hands up. All yours. And getting to the crucial point of the first set here. First set, 4-5. I'm keen to see some great quality tennis here. I mean, with no breaks, we might see a tie break, but 4-5 here as we serve. Down the tee. Great return by Fritz. Fritz coming up on it. Felix doing well. Fritz in no man's land. And Fritz gets his right. Felix puts it away the volley. Beautiful work. Fritz is not coming up to the net. Fritz is not coming up to the net. And that is something that he's a bit tentative about because he got caught in no man's land there. He should be coming to the net. Credit to Felix if he passes him, but Fritz should be coming to the net with his height, with his shot making. But Felix is doing that for him, so a bit tentative there. And well, bit of banter in the chat. And I wish I was on court. I don't think I wish I was just on the court. And that's something that's very funny. Great serve from Felix as well, down the tee, making it 30 love. No nerves here from Felix, looking good. But yeah, Sam's edging towards Fritz. And both Rafa fans, it looks like, in the house. Well, welcome, you guys. Welcome the Rafa fans. Add me to the list. All right, 30 love now. Serve out wide fault. Second serve incoming. Felix loves to take his time too. Oh, good. Okay, coming for a second serve now. Oh, Fritz clawing it. Great returns from Fritz here. Forcing an error from Felix again. I don't know if that'll go down as an unforced error, forced error. 30-15 though. Let's not hope it gets to 30. Oh, please. But Fritz, second serve points won. 78% for Fritz. 35% was it? I think he must have missed that stat. 35% second serve points won. Fritz is attacking that well. We talked about that yesterday. Attacking Rublev's serve. Out. 40-15 now. Great serving. We'd love to know your guys' top players as well. Is your top player Rafa, you guys? Matthew and Sam, top player Rafa. I think I have to add Rafa to my top 5 list. His mentality is like, I think it's got to be better than Djokovic. Djokovic makes people nervous, but Rafa just like, I think it has I don't know. It's a great debate though, for sure. who has the better mentality? I mean, Rafa. I mean, the match that I've seen, first serve fault, by the way. We'll continue this conversation after this point. Second serve incoming. Down the tee. Felix putting it away nicely. Aggression. He goes, Ale, come on. 5-all now. 5-all. Nobody loves Rafa like I do. I'll let you take the cake there, Sam. But a great debate, though. The mentality between Djokovic and Fritz. Who has the better mentality? I think the match that took the cake for me was Rafa's comeback against Medvedev in the Australian Open. I was watching it. I fell asleep for a bit, but I was watching it and couldn't believe my eyes when I woke up. Ace down the tee for Fritz. Felix is challenging, it looks like, but it looked good. It looked down the tee. Looked down the tee for sure. 5-all now. First serve. Looks like it was in. Was it long? No, it was well in. Ace for Fritz, 15 love. All right. We're going to see some more bomb serves from Fritz. He tried to go down the tee again, but it was fault. Hitting the 200k mark. Second serve. Felix whipping it on the forehand. Fritz crushing it down the line. Felix controlling the rally here. Fritz going beautiful forehand. Fritz trying to. Felix is trying to do too much now. I'm getting the F's mixed up now. But here we go. Okay, 30 love for Fritz. Looks like going to hold again. Fritz annoys me, so Vamos for FAA. Allez, because the French blood. Allez, FAA. But look, if you're a Rafa Nadal fan, I don't blame you for saying Vamos. And interesting. First serve fault here from Fritz. It almost looked like second serve was going to be out, but backhand to backhand now. Forehand from Felix is long. 40 love now. 40 love coming through now. But yeah, at the break, we'll get through to my top 5 players again. So we'll let me know, guys, what your guys' top players are. Down the tee, and Felix comes back, hits it out. Love game from Fritz, 6-5 now. Woo. 6-5. Plug in the chat. Who are your top players apart from Rafa Nadal? Who are your top players? And I guess they don't have to be, in the top, but if I'm going through my list, look, do I want to put Alcaraz in there? I should put Alcaraz in there. I don't want to put Rune in there though. I don't want to. I mean, I don't know. I prefer Alcaraz over Rune. So I'm going to put Alcaraz in there. Yeah, when Rafa retires, I'm going with him. Not bad. I think he's the next Rafa pretty much. Spanish blood. Keep the Vamoses going in the chat. But I'll have to say Alcaraz Sinner, their rivalry for the next 15 years is going to be insane as well. And what else do I like? I'm gonna put Alex de Minaur in there. I love his mentality, definitely. And who else am I gonna put? I've got Sinner, Alcaraz, de Minaur, the Australian blood. He beat Medvedev. Who else do I want to put in here? I'm going through the list now. I'm unfortunately going to leave Opelka out of it based on earlier conversations. I think Jack Draper could be something big. The next Andy Murray looks like. But I'm not sure. Would love to hear what you guys think about Jensen Brooksby as well. Because he's someone that I think he's doing really well. He's sitting in the top 50 now, just in the top 50. We'll continue the conversation later. 5-6 now on serve. Felix first serving to the net. Messi and Rafa. Only meant I'd risk my life for. Fair enough. Fair enough. Suppose you'll be watching the World Cup then. Second serve now. Coming through from Felix. Forehand to forehand. Just drops over the net. Fritz coming into almost the winner. Felix puts the lobs up. Puts it out though. Love 15 now. Fritz puts a sneaky look up to his box. He knows what to do. He knows what to do. Well, Messi, you'd love Felix's shirt, the blue and white now for Argentina with Messi. Can they win the World Cup? We know half the planet wants them to. Love 15 now. Here we go. Out wide, looked like a beautiful ace. 15 all now. Beautiful. We need this serving consistency from Felix. We know his second serve has been low, only 35%. He's winning on second serve. He's relying on that first serve bomb. 5 aces to 2 now for Felix. First serve, 73%. Getting there. Compared to just 60% for Fritz. Here we go, 15 all. Out wide again. Fritz looks like he guessed out one going down the tee, but 30-15 now. He does come on with his racket. Here we go. Interesting list there. Put Isner in there. Oh, I don't know if I could put Isner in there. I just hate that he relies on his serve so much. Like, take the serve away. Is he even in the top 100? You know, I don't want to hate on him because I respect his career for sure. And obviously he's the longest match ever in Wimbledon. But yeah, I don't know if I couldn't put Isner in my top 5. I'm not sure. 30-15 now. Down the tee. Forehand to forehand now. Felix controlling it though. Going to Fritz's backhand to backhand now. Felix is ripping his forehand inside out. Again inside out. Fritz hitting it out. 40-15 now. Fritz is getting angry now. Can't hear what he's saying because the tennis is on mute. But I think he's just saying simmer. That's what I do when I play. Do any of you play tennis as well? Would love to hear you guys. You know, if you play tennis, I'm trying to get my racket out once every week or two. And for all, yeah. Hopefully you guys have a racket in your hand. Or have at one point. 40-15 now. Fault. Coming through now. Taking his time, Felix. He loves to take his time. Second serve down the tee. Felix rips it. He goes, come on. Oh, I should say, LA. Oh, he's saying, come on. And we're going 40-50. Oh, game now. Sorry, game. 6 all. We thought it would be in the tiebreak. Plug your tiebreak scores in the comments, guys and girls. Would love to see how you're doing. Felix almost said, come on to the camera. I'm going to say 7-4 Felix. Plug it in the comments, guys. Plug it in the comments. Who do we think is going to take this? 7-4 Felix, I reckon. Fritz, first serve fault. FA to win the title. I did too, actually. I think I did too. Coming through now. Great return from Felix. Fritz puts into the net. Gets the mini break already. Maybe my 7-4 is looking all right. Here we go. 7-2 Felix says deep down the rabbit hole. Too deep down the rabbit hole, I should say. That's big considering their serves, but I like it. What do we think, Matthew? What do we think, Sam? What's the tiebreak score going to be? We'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. And welcome everyone in the chat. Plug in what you think the tiebreak score will be. Would love to see what you're thinking. One love down the middle from Felix. Backhand to forehand now. Felix being the aggressor, pushing Fritz out wide. Backhand to backhand now. Felix is getting the angle and Felix puts it wide. Hey, 1-1. You see my red and white now. Come on, Canada. 1-1. Wow. Okay. I didn't expect that. I thought Felix would be banging these, making it 3-0, but 14-16. Oh my god. Well, as long as Felix wins the tiebreak, then I'm okay. But here we go. I wouldn't be surprised if Fritz puts up a fight though. Great serve down the tee, unreturnable from Fritz. Not an ace, but 2-1 Felix on serve. All right, Felix wants this. He's saying, "Come on, come on." What do we think, Matthew? If you're in the chat, do we think? What do we think the tiebreak score is going to be? And anyone else who's in the chat, welcome. Give us a like if you're enjoying the stream as well. Would love to see your would love to see your support in any way, and I really appreciate it. But as we see going, here we go. Backhand to backhand now. Felix puts it out. 2-2 now. That score means a lot. I remember that actually. I actually watched that tiebreak video yesterday. I think it was in a video, like an inspirational video of Rafa. I remember that. That was funny. 16-14 is insane. Down the middle. Oof. Ace. 3-2 from Fritz. Fritz is saying, "Come on now." I think Fritz might even have this upper hand now. He's got the break back and he's serving well. I almost died watching that tie break. Oh my, yeah. I was definitely in Melbourne at the time. I don't think I was watching that match though. And oh no. Oh yeah, that must have been the second round. Because I watched Manarino versus Karatsev. And that was a thrill of the match. That was the latest match that finished at like 2:45 a.m. That was insane on one of the second main courts. That must have been the first round. I'll look it up at the change events. 3-2 or 2-3 coming through into the net. First serve fault. Here we go. Second serve. Come on, Felix. Good return from Fritz. Felix puts it out wide. 4-2 Fritz. Oh, I said 7-4. Someone too deep down the rabbit hole said 7-2. Oh, God. I'll have a look now for you. It was the third round. Manarino makes to the fourth round. It must have been the fourth round then. Here we go. Yeah, Manarino versus Nadal, fourth round. Wow. Manarino made it to the fourth round. Impressive. Quick change of end now. 4-2. Here we go. Can Felix still win it? Can Felix still win the tiebreak? Would love to see it. Let me know. Let me know. Out wide from Felix. Good return from Fritz, but not good enough. Felix gets it. 3-4 now. Come on. Well done. FAA still wins this. Matthew in the chat. Fourth, I thought that was Karen. I know Karen beat. I'll have to check this. I'll check the stats at the end of the tiebreak. Hopefully it doesn't go 16-14. Forehand onto Fritz's backhand. Backhand down the line. Winner. Fritz can't get there. Sorry, Felix can't get there. 5-3. Oh, 5-3 with one serve to come now. My prediction's wrong. Faisal fell asleep. I don't know. I think he's there in the background. Hopefully. But wow. 5-3 Fritz. We need a break here now. Great serve from Fritz too. Coming in for the finish. Felix gets it back. Felix goes down the line. Is it in? Felix is challenging. Oh, it looked just wide. Felix, the down the line. I don't think it's in, but he's challenging it. Oh, that's get it be in. Let it be in. No, it's just wide. Oh, it's a couple of centimeters wide. So maybe 3 centimeters wide. Oh, 6-3 Fritz now. All right, we need some big serves here. Big holds. Big holds indeed. Apologies there for the mic audio. All right, 6-3 now. Here we go. 3-6, I should say. Come on. Come on, Felix. Who are the secret Fritz fans in the chat? Plug it in your support. Here we go. Down the tee. Unreturnable from Fritz. 4-6. Here we go. Beautiful stuff now. Beautiful stuff. No worries, Sam. Catch you in a bit. Here we go. 4-6 now. Come on, let's hear the support in the chat. LA Felix. Or do we want USA? USA. USA. Who do we want? 4-6 now. God, Felix does take his time though. Good, sir. Good return though. Backhand to backhand now. Oh, Felix is looking edgy. Fritz is looking edgy as well. Felix puts it out and 7-4 Fritz. Wow. I'm not saying I'm completely surprised. Not saying I'm completely surprised, but wow. 7-4 in the tiebreak. Woo. That is insane. That is insane. Look, did we think that was going to happen? Possibly. I think we were expecting a bit of a battle there. Not surprised it went to a tiebreak. And that was a 1 hour first set. Wow. 1 hour first set from Felix. I'm getting the long matches here. I'm sure Fazan's thinking to himself, oh no, if Felix wins this second set, I'm going to have to go stream. Oh, well, do we hope that Fritz can finish it in 2? I don't know. I want Felix to come back now. And I think Felix can come back. Tiebreaks are indeed a lottery. You're definitely right, Fazan. But in the return games, yeah, Fritz is getting too many easy points. It should be the other way. Look, second serve. Well, no. We have relatively similar stats. But we'll see what they're saying. Here we go. Felix only threw 5 aces to 3. Win on first serve, 88% from Fritz. That's huge. But Farzan's right. Felix needs to be, 90% pretty much. 90% indeed. Elite. Rafa was on what? 91% today? Or something like that. Let me have a look. 93%. Talk about elite. Rafa Nadal, 93% win on first serve. Taylor's up in there. Taylor won at 7. Yeah, not even a break either. Look, we got to think that the game's sort of in Fritz's hands right now. But Felix is serving first this set, so we know how that can play on people's minds. Big match, this one. Big match. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Give it a like if you're enjoying it, and appreciate all the love and support as well. But wow. They need to go big or go home, I think. Literally, they're going to be going home if they don't win this. Who do we think is going to take the cake now? I think the large majority said Felix was going to win. 70% or almost 80% of you said Felix was going to win. What do we think now? Do we think Felix is going to win? I'm going to say LA Felix in the comments. If I can spell right. Who do we think's going to take the cake? Second set starting now. Felix down the tee fault. 202 though. Big serving from Felix. Second serve coming up. Matthew thinks FAA wins. Love that too. Love that. Oh, double fault to start the set. Oh, I'm not liking this. I don't have Ooh, that's not great. That's the first double fault of the match, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think that was the first double fault of the match. Love 15 now. Coming through. First serve now. God, Felix takes his time. Out wide. Very well done there. 15-0, unreturnable. Fritz just put a racket on it. Couldn't get to it. 15-all. Allez, Felix. Come on. Come on. Here we go. In the chat. Who's going to take this? God, there can't be any breaks coming through now. Come on. Let's get this one, Felix. 15-all. Hit a couple of aces there. Why not? Why not? Although, as I say that, first serve fault. So, second serve, come on. We know how Felix takes his time. And let me know. I got to look up Felix's shoes after this. They are looking hot. Second serve now. Forehand to backhand now. Fritz doesn't look like he's doing much with that backhand. Felix down the line. Is it going to be out from Fritz? It is 30-15. Great aggression there. That's exactly what needs to happen as well. Very good now coming from Felix. Loving this. Loving this. Wow. Come on. Allez, allez. Who do we think's going to take this? Appreciate all the support in the comments as well, guys. Love to see a little community we love to build. Serving backhand to backhand now. Felix hits it out. 30-all. No, we're back to the first set where everything Felix serves is 30-all. Oh, no. Fritz is still not loving his forehand now. He's saying something to his box. He's fixing his jocks. looks like he's wearing some skins or something underneath. We know it's nighttime in Turin at the moment. I don't. It's not too cold, is it? Here we go. 30-all now. Fault from Felix. 206 though. Oh, he's still serving quick, but it's just a fault, unfortunately. All right. Second serve now. Oh, it hits the net and just bounces as a let. Could have been easily a second double fault for the game. Second serve coming through now. Second serve coming through. 30-all. Well in. Fritz attacking it though. Fritz attacking it backhand now. Felix wanting to get on the inside of that forehand now. Running him around. Fritz coming up to the net. Good passing shot from Felix. Allez. Well done. Well done. Fritz didn't do much wrong with that. He could have maybe put a better passing shot. Sorry, a better approach shot. It was still pretty good though. Felix whipping it. Apologies there. Fritz whipping it. 40-30. Here we go. Out wide from Felix. First serve fault. He's not serving a lot of first serves here. We really need this. To come through now from Felix. Second serve incoming. Fritz looks ready to attack this as well with his forehand. I wonder if he's going to attack it. Oh no, he just keeps it in. He's waiting for Felix to attack, and Fritz hits it out. Come on. Fritz isn't happy with his backhand. Felix is loving this. One love. Come on. Come on. Great stuff from Felix. Bit nervy there with the double fault. Almost 2 double faults. But no break point opportunities in this match at all still, I think. No break point opportunities this match. Yeah, no break point opportunities. We're going to see some. Rarely go to, we're not going to see 2 tiebreak or 3 tiebreak sets, I should say. But Felix is going to win. Come on. Loving the support, guys. Keep it up. Keep the like. Plug a like in the video in the stream if you're enjoying this. Plug a like if you want Felix to win as well. Or Fritz. We'll let everyone come play. But love one now serving from Fritz. Into the net. First serve fault. 2-1. 214k though. Fritz is putting on the gas here. Backhand to backhand now. We know Felix is loving the inside-out forehands, but Fritz is keeping it strictly backhand. Fritz down the line. Felix grabbing it in. Fritz controlling that angle very well on his backhand. Fritz pushing Felix around. Fritz coming up to the net and hits it out. Oh, Fritz is getting angry now. Fritz is getting angry. We talked about no expectations in the first set. You know, he's a substitute. He didn't love the indoor, but now he's won the first set. There's some expectations for him to win it. I mean, it wasn't too bad of a shot, just only a tad wide, but come on, let's go. Love 15 Felix. Oh, sorry, no, keep going. Drop shot from Felix coming up to the net from Felix had it on his racket. Not a great drop shot, to be honest. Fritz got there, hit it at Felix's body. Felix didn't get a racket in there enough and hits it into the net. 15-all. All right. Felix has his hand on his hips now at the moment. Unfortunate. Come on. He could have been love 30 now, but now has to fight his way back to get some break points. Just out from Fritz. Second serve again. I think this is his he hasn't got a first serve in this game. Second serve now. Oh, just popping up. Forehand to forehand now. Fritz has it on his racket. Down the middle, though. They're going down the middle. Felix is almost guessing now. Fritz whipping the forehand out. 15-30. Fritz is complaining about his footwork. Not doing well enough there. Are we going to see the first break points of the match? Hoping to go to Felix now. 15-30. Fritz, I'm telling you, it's about expectations, guys. Do you guys agree with me? It's about the expectations. Like, Fritz has got his expectations now. He might actually be going through. Hits a let first service. And now he's getting nervous. Felix is in the zone. Second serve. Back at his backhand. Felix pushing Fritz around. Fritz hitting it out. We've got the first break points of the match. 15-40. Wow. Huge. I'm just going to adjust this right now. These are the first break points of the match. $15.40 now. Into the net, first serve fault. He's made one first serve now. Come on. Oh, Felix hits the second serve return out. 30-40 now. Come on, that's one break point wasted. Are we going to get a second one? Wasted or used? What do we think, guys, in the chat? Plug it in. Who do we think is going to take the cake here? 30-40? Felix is going to get that break. Great serve from Fritz. Unreturnable. Great clutch serving. Can't do anything about that. Well done. Juice now. Who do you think is going to take this, guys? Plug it in the chat. Is Felix going to get the break? What do we think? Would love to see you guys comment in the chat. juice now. Fritz coming to the aggression. Great volley. Felix doing something about it. Felix gets it in. What a shot. Oh, that's gonna. I mean, bit lucky maybe from Felix. I don't know if that was definitely meant, but good volley from Fritz. Felix just getting to it. Oh, maybe it was on purpose, but he kept it in. What a point. Oh, advantage Felix. Oh, another great serve from Fritz. Saved 3 break points this match. Sorry, this game. Oh, unbelievable now. He's clutch serving when he wants to, I'll tell you that. How fast was that serve? Would love to see that. Hopefully I can tell you guys in a hot second. Oh, no, not sure about that one. That looked like that was down the tee as well. The clutch serving from Fritz. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can't do anything about that. Felix is getting a bit angry. He's hitting his shoe now. He's not on clay or grass, so he shouldn't be doing that. But I guess that's better than hitting his racket on the ground. Advantage Fritz. Another great serve into the net from Felix. 1-1. Getting into the match now. Fritz survived some pressure. Matthew, you and I talked about earlier how the pressure is going to be on. Fritz is not going to outlast it. But wow, he's outlasting it. Fritz is still not happy with himself though. But look, I'm very excited to see this with you guys now. Oh, great surviving there. How's this going to play into the mentality of it? Yeah, yep, definitely right there. Yeah, if he didn't have a serve, my God. But Fritz trying to get the backhand now. Unfortunate. Now, that was a good example of that first point, pushing Fritz around. Not a bad return from Fritz, but Felix doing well. Not showing any nerves here, which is good. But yeah. Matthew, yeah, Fritz can be a bit dreadful mid-court. But what do you think, Matthew? And what do you think, people in the chat? Should Fritz be trying to push up to the net more? I know Felix has passed him a couple of times, but I feel like Fritz should be doing some more approach shots. What do we think? Would love to see what you guys think. I think it's a bit tentative. He'd be more useful up at the net. Oh, just wide from Felix. Coming for a second serve now. Come on, Felix. Let's show him what you got. Second serve, very spinny. Backhand to backhand now. Fritz loves to hit it flat and smashing it. Going to Felix's backhand now. Is Fritz going to change the way? No, Felix pushes it out. 15-all now. 15-all. Ooh. Some heat coming from Fritz, though. What are we going to see here, guys? We're going to see Fritz come back. Is he going to break back? Well, not break back. Is he going to break Felix now? I hope not. And I hope I'm not jinxing anything. Matthew, do you think this will go to a tiebreak, or how do you think this will go out? 15-all. Great. Oh, just long from Felix looked like. Here we go. 15-all now. Maybe it was a let, actually. We'll see. Well, that was a let for sure. Going again. Yeah, it looks like second serve now. But yeah, this looks like it could go to another tiebreaker, but some long rally, some long points here. This match looks like it's going to go for a while. 15-all now. Forehand to forehand now. Pushing around. Fritz is trying to stay stable. Not much angle here. Fritz creating the angle now. Felix answering back with the angle. Felix putting the backhand on. Felix putting it out. Fritz is he's the consistent one. He's the consistent one. Felix is trying to push him around too much, and he's just not having enough room for error. He's creating those errors too many times. 15:30 now. Were we expecting this from Felix? Bit loose here, bit loose. He needs to fix it up. His unforced error has been hot from the start as well. 15:30. And fault. Here we go. Second serve coming now. Hitting it. Oh, just on the line. Coming through forehand to forehand. Great. Come on, approach Felix. Oh, on the line it looks like, and Fritz is not happening. He's angry as now. What a great save. It's definitely on the line though. A great shot from Felix. Running Fritz around. That was good. I mean, the room for error was small, but he's done well there, Felix. Allez, Felix. Well done. Well done. Well done. He knows it was too good as well. Baseline points 1 in set 2, 9-3. This is what we're talking about, Matthew. 9-3 now, baseline points 1. Pushing Fritz around. Just don't make the errors. All right. 30 all now. Ace down the tee. 40-30. Come on, Felix. Let's go. Allez, Felix. Allez. Coming through. 40-30 now. He's focused. He's focused now. 6-4 aces now. The game's in Felix's hands, I'm telling you. Beautiful stuff now. 40-30. Down the tee. Coming up for the punt finish. Fritz into the net. Game Felix. Well done. He could have gone into some break points here. But we're 21 minutes into the set, and that's 2-1. 7 minutes a game. Whew. Not like the first set, that's for sure. Faizan in the chat saying if Fritz improved his forecourt game, it would be a potential top 5 contender. Yeah, forecourt game. Top 5 contender. Yeah. I mean, he's 9th at the moment. Yeah, he just needs a bit of confidence in that area, and he'll be on. Now, I don't think I'd finish getting to my my top 5 players, so I'm going to put in the chat now. And this is not necessarily in order, but I would love to know your guys' top players as well. Sinner, Alcaraz, Felix, Demonor. Who else do I want in there? Am I missing anyone spectacular that I should be getting at the moment? You know what? Actually, there's a there is an Australian that his name, and you would know, for all the Rafa fans in the chat, you would know Rafa's first round US Open competitor. His name is Rinky Hijikata. He's ranked 168 at the moment, but he's someone where we used to go to competing schools playing tennis together, and he's someone that I mean, I would love to get on the podcast if I could, and somewhere where he could potentially come up to the top 100 maybe next year. He'll be getting a wild card to the Australian Open for sure, I reckon. Based on the way he's been playing, he'll be the first choice, I'm thinking. But let me think on that. Let me think on that last one. But as we go into the 4th game of the second set here, Fritz first serve fault. Second serve, just on the line for return again from Felix. Backhand to forehand now. Fritz directing the rally, pushing Felix's forehand. I'm getting confused in my efforts, but Fritz's point. Felix couldn't do much with it there. Who am I going to put as my 5th top player? Am I going to have to go Medvedev? I don't know. Let me think about it a bit more. But I'll put my top 4 in the chat at the moment. Then Alcaraz, Felix, Demonor. That's my top 4. And I'll have a ponder about that. 30 love now for Fritz. First serve fault. Going down the middle here, Felix hitting a wayward forehand. 40 love now for Fritz. Easy pickings. Easy pickings. Not loving this though. I mean, no break points for this one. I wasn't really expecting break points, but love game. I mean, it's nice to have a game that might finish in 2 minutes rather than the average 7-minute game. Oh, just wide for the server, Fritz. Second serve incoming. To the backhand of Felix, to the forehand of Felix now. Forehand to forehand. Ripping it. 2-all. Bang. Just like that in 2 minutes. Good to see that we got a shorter service game in the second set. Wow. This is very good, though. This is very good. 2-all. Let me have a look through the rankings. Am I going to have to say Medvedev? Because I wanted Medvedev to win the US Open 2019, and I was emphatic with him when he came from 2 sets behind against no other than Rafa. Surprise, surprise. And Rafa clinched the 5th set after being 5-1 up, and it turned into 5-4. And look, I think I'm gonna have to say, let me turn it into a top 6 in a second. 2-all now. I'm gonna have to say Draper / Medvedev. It can be my top 6 there. I know probably a lot of people's top 6, maybe not Demonor, but yes. 2-all now in the chat, on the score. And that an ace from Felix. Oh yeah, 15 love. Beautiful ace out wide. But yeah, would love to see you all guys. Matthew, your top 5 or anyone else in the chat. Appreciate all the support, and jump in the comments section here. Who do we think's gonna take this set or match? Is Felix gonna come from behind, or is Fritz gonna close it out? Felix doing forehand to forehand now. Fritz could close it out with the backhand. Fritz puts it up for a Felix smash. Felix puts it away, but Fritz almost gets to it, but didn't off, definitely. You don't want to try to get Felix to do too much there. But he did exactly what he needed to do with it. But yeah, what do we think about Draper's future? He did okay in the next gen. Not great, but lost to Nakashima in the semi-final. 30 love now from Felix. Unreturnable serve, out wide, 40 love. We're getting into the rhythm now. Getting into those fast points. We might see another 2 or 3 minute service game. Love to see it. Love to see it. Here we go. About to be 3-2. Hopefully I didn't jinx anything. Out wide. Felix. Oh, Fritz just keeping it. No. Felix out. Sorry, what am I saying? Fritz hits it out. Felix gets the game. On serve, 3-2. Very well done there. But yeah, who do we think's plugging in the chat? I've put my top 6 players. Would love to see your top 5 players, top 3 players. Put it in the comments, guys, or in the live chat, I should say. We know a few people's favorites are Rafa. Does anyone have FAAs? They're top players. FAA is 22. We know Alcaraz and Rune are only 19. But, I'm just watching the replay of Felix. Oh, looking good there. What are your top 3 players? Would love to see this in the chat. Who do we think? Matthew saying Draper top 20 potentially. I don't see him being a major winner. Yeah, I think I'm just predicting that he just might be like he's only what? He's only 20, turning 21 at the end of this year. I'm wondering if that's going to be a like give him some time sort of thing. Like Sinner, I don't know if he can be a top 5 player unless he just changes his game a bit. But I think he will. I think he made a bit of I mean, he didn't have a flash year due to a few injuries, but God, that worries me. I don't want him to turn into Andy Murray. Uh, that's for sure. No digs for Andy Murray, but Andy Murray can be a frail man sometimes with his hip replacements, his knee. I don't want that to be Sinner, please. I want the Sinner Alcaraz rivalry to last for at least 15 years, please. All right. There's a bit of a hold up now at the moment. Felix is complaining about something like a towel. Maybe something fell. I'm not sure. Maybe something in the crowd. I think it might be a towel though, sweat towel. All right. All good now. Set to go. 2-3 now. Let's go. Can Felix get the break back? Down the middle now. Still going down the middle. Oh, almost very. It's just a down the middle. Oh, no. Fritz goes forehand. Felix into the net. 15 love. Well done. Good aggression to see here from Fritz. I mean, Fritz first serve on return 75% to the forehand on the juice side and 83% on the ad side. Wow. But the backhand's getting more unreturned. Here we go. Felix hits it out, unfortunately. All right. 30 love now. Interesting. All right. Anyone else in the chat would love to see your top players or Matthew? Anyone else you love? I would love to see maybe on the stream as well if you wanted to tune in for that one. Happy to do some fan favorites. Not that we won't have any tennis soon. Here we go. Backhand to backhand now. Starting the match off. Felix Fritz down the line. Oh, 40 love. Felix wasn't hungry for that one. But quick 40 love. We saw the first 3 games took 21 minutes. Now the next 3 games might be taking it'll be taking 10 minutes, it looks like. Good to see some quick pace match. But we saw some break points in this first few games as well. So who do we want here, boys and girls? 40 love. Fritz going backhand to backhand now. Felix using a slice. Not the second time. Fritz directing the ball, running Felix around. Felix into the net. 3-all. 3-all in 10. The last 3 games with 10 minutes compared to the first 3 games of 21 minutes. Wow. All right, we're seeing that court surface speed being reliant. Some more unreturnable serves. Yeah. Here we go. Got some fans getting caught taking pics in the crowd. And maybe it must have been, was that, sorry, I was assuming that's a fan. Is that Fritz's girlfriend? I'm not sure. Looked like it could be. 3-all. I think Morgan, her name is. 3-all. Felix to serve. Down the tee. Fritz gets it back. Felix coming forehand to backhand now. Felix definitely directing it. Fritz doing well with the backhand though. On the line. Felix hitting it out. Must have just skidded on the line. Maybe that made him play it out. But love 15, we go. Oh, still the morning for me, guys. And couldn't be more excited though. Oh, I'll be watching this tennis even if I wasn't streaming. So love to see this. Love 15 now though. I don't love to see that from Felix. All right, if there's a break here, this match might be over very soon, but we don't want that. All right, coming through now. Love 15. Great serve from Felix. Can he hit the 1-2 punch? It goes off the line. Oh, yeah. Fritz, does he want to challenge that? No, he knows it's on the line. 15-0. Well done from Felix. He's done some clutch saving there. He's done that in the first set as well. Yeah, half the ball was in, half the ball was out. Well done. 15-0 now. Coming through. Great. Oh, just called out. I'm not sure if it was long or wide, but just called out. Second serve now. Do we think there's going to be any breaks in the set here, guys? Would love to see your thoughts in the live chat. But appreciate all the support as always. Forehand to forehand now. Felix is loving Fritz's backhand today. Going down the line though, Fritz gets it. That was out. Surely that was out. But play on now. Fritz going for the volley. Felix going for the volley. Gets it. But I'm telling you, I think Fritz was in the way of that lines person there, but I think that was out. But anyway, Felix has come away with the win of the point. So come away with the point, I should say. But yeah, that looked, it was very close. But Felix putting it away well. Very nice there. Good rally. Great rally, though. All right. Here we go. Felix shouldn't have too many nerves here, serving 30-15. Should be finishing this well. All right, here we go. 30-15, serving out wide. Goes wide, though. Out wide, too wide. Here we go. Second serve now. Fritz wasn't doing very well with the footwork there. Almost clawing it back like that. Felix hits it back and Fritz hits it out. 40-15 now. Here we go. 40-15 now in the chat. I'm loving this. All right, 4-3. If Felix can win this one, and then the pressure will be on Fritz, because if Fritz loses game, Felix will be serving for it. That was my prediction at the first set, but I was wrong. Went to tiebreak, but I'm liking this prediction here. 40-15, ace out wide. Let's go. LA, says Felix. Come on. 4-3 for Felix. Going through, switching sides now, having a drink. While we have the time, guys, if you haven't given this video a like or stream, would love to support and appreciate it all. And if we're talking about the possible break now coming through from Felix, I'm feeling like this is the time. I saw in the first set, but I said Fritz had no expectations in this set to win the match, to even come through. He was a sub for the ATP finals since Alcaraz was out. But I think, I would love to see Alcaraz in the ATP finals though. And wow, I'd love to see this. Love to see a break from Felix here. Blowing his nose though, like he's got a cold. That concerns me. Well, I think people were saying reportedly he had a cold. He was sneezing before. I don't know if that was Felix, but he's looking okay here. He's looking okay. What I do want to see though from Felix or from Fritz is like withstanding of the pressure. I'm wondering if there's going to be expectations now. Felix is up 4-3. Fritz needs to hold serve here. Otherwise, Felix will be serving for the set. Yeah, would love to see what you guys are thinking. Do we think Felix can break? Put yes in the chat, or if you think Felix can break right now. Otherwise, do we think Fritz can hold serve? What do you think? I'm predicting Felix is going to break here to make it 5-3. He's looking all right. Fritz is looking okay too. We saw 3 break points Fritz had to save. I don't think Felix has had to. I don't think Felix had to save any. First serve, wide from Fritz, going forehand to forehand now. Forehand backhand. Felix into the net. I think that was Fritz's girlfriend before. I think it's just girlfriend. 15 love now. 15 love. Who do we think is going to take this one? Is there going to be a break happening? First serve fault. Lines person catches it, gives it to the ball kid. All right. Fritz staying relatively still here, but Felix is the one hitting it out. Felix is just going to get in the rally. Fritz is loving to hit it flat here, pushing Felix around. Felix is trying to do too much. And he's not really, he doesn't really deserve to be down 30 love here, I think. Even though it's Fritz's big serving time. Down the tee here. Good return from Felix. On the line from Fritz. Going again the same way. 40 love. Fritz loves it. Let's go. Great work. I know I've been going from Felix the whole time, but this is great points from Fritz. He did push that a bit, but he really went through this one. You can see it take all the way behind. Felix caught in no man's land. 40 love now. And out. 4-all. Quick service game from Fritz. God, I hate that I have to say Felix and Fritz all the time. And 4-all. Game duration, 93 seconds. 1 minute 33. No, that's not I think the game time, the match time maybe 1 hour 40. But no, this was just a minute 33 game. Sam saying, you had a nap, didn't you, Farzan? I'll see what Farzan has to say about that one. Oh, and join us in the channel, guys. Would love to see some members in the chat and for the channel, and appreciate all the support as well. Coming into 4-all now. And, yeah, really appreciate all support. This is the first serve fault from Felix. Must win game here. Must win. Love 15 now. Sorry, why am I saying love 15? Second serve. Sam saying business end. Felix is really taking his time here. Good second serve now. Pushing Felix, pushing Fritz around. Felix with the smashed bang. 15 love. Let's go. Too good. Loving this from Fritz and Felix. Good rallying. This is what Felix needs to do. If he can't finish it with the 1-2 punch, he needs to do maybe finish on his third shot then. 15 love though. Coming down, serving out wide fault. Business and indeed, Sam. I'm feeling the pressure. I don't know if your heart rate's going up. I might be getting a heart attack soon if it goes to another tiebreaker. All right, coming through. Fritz with good return. Coming through, hitting it out though. Fritz trying to do too much with it. He tries to finish it for sure. We're an hour 40 into the match. 7-6 to Fritz. 4-all. 30 love to Felix. Business end indeed. Business end indeed. I'll read that comment in a second. Made me chuckle there. 30 love though. Can he push this 40 love, making an easy game for him? He does indeed. Fritz unreturned. Hits it out. My heart rate ain't going up for these two. Fair enough, Sam. I just, I would like to see Felix win. But at the same time, you know, Sinner was a second sub last year and he started playing. I was supporting him, so I shouldn't be disregarding Fritz, you know, especially when he's up one set. So 40 love. Fritz couldn't do much there. Game Felix 5-4. Let me not mention his name. Pat's tired. I'm okay. It's still daytime for me. And actually it's almost 9 a.m. for me. I gotta go for work for 9 hours after this. And I know. I'm not gonna say his name. But I appreciate the comments, guys. Appreciate the support. We're getting into the business end indeed of this match. Thank you all for sticking around. Would love to. We've just hit the 2-hour mark for the stream as well. It's gone an hour 45 around about time in the match. And Matthew saying in the chat, and keep commenting in the chat, guys. Would love to see you guys. And I notice all your comments as well, so don't feel like your comment won't be read. And I appreciate all the support and love as well. Fritz is playing very well, but he's still not doing enough on the second serve return. First 2 points this game is not hurting. Yeah. I mean, Felix is really controlling that well. Felix's second serve win rate is not still great. Like Fritz is doing okay. And I think Fritz is just trying to, yeah, push it around, but he really needs to be a bit more attacking there, which is important as well. Felix blowing his nose again. What is with this? But yeah, I'm with you, Sam. I need Felix to win to take out Djokovic. That'll be a sensational match if I can stream something like that, or if the time permits. Oh, mate, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. We've got the Twitch comments. CF Camigo, I'm guessing that is. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Hope you're doing well. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, tired of mentioning Rafa. I'm not tired of it. I'm not tired of it, Sam. You can mention Rafa all day. All right. 4-5. First serve fault here. All right, here we go. Second serve now. Felix looking a bit jumpy. Fritz looking jumpy as well. Fritz hits it long. We're love 15 now. Love 15. Woo. This is hot. This is getting hot now. Love 15. This is getting juicy. Fritz not feeling the pressure too much. Looked like that was just long. First serve fault. First serve fault. Second serve coming through. Oh, Fritz frames it. Sorry, Felix frames it. 2 out. 15 all. 15 all. What do we think, Pat? Who's going to win the tournament? Oh, Djokovic. Yeah, I mean, Djokovic hasn't really been threatened. Everyone else has been threatened, really. Look, I'd say Djokovic, to be honest. But I'd love to see a Djokovic versus Felix. Great serve here from Fritz. Down the tee, unreturnable. 30-15 now. FAA has to break Fritz now. Yeah, we'd love to see he was love 15 now. Are we going to a third set? I hope so. I hope so. But I'm not 100% sure. 30-15 now. Backhand, forehand now for Felix, putting it up for a Fritz smash. Fritz hits it out. Fritz hits the smash out. Oh, that's huge. That is huge. I did not expect that from Fritz. That wasn't like a deep smash either. It was in the service box. Oh, it was on the service box. Not a hard smash though. 30 all. Huge. How is he going to react after that? 30 all. Is he going to be on tilt after that? A great serve. Oh, great serve. Can't do anything about that. Ooh. All right. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. 40-30. I wasn't expecting a response like that after losing that point. 40-30 now. First serve into the net. Oh, we're getting into the business end indeed, Sam. Felix going for down the line. Fritz going cross court. Oh, Felix hitting it not the way he wanted to. Felix doing backhand. Great backhand from Fritz. Felix hits it out. 5 all. Felix isn't happy. Oh, we're really getting to the business end, guide. Appreciate all the support in the comments. I'm reading that now. We're in the 5 all. 46 minutes now. All right. If third set, tie break. Look, I think there'll be at least one break in the third set. Hoping there'll be a third set. Fingers crossed. I think there'll be at least one break, but like there hasn't been any breaks so far. Maybe similar to the Tsitsipas Medvedev yesterday, where there was a break and then a break back and then a tie break. That's certainly possible. If I were to predict, maybe Fritz breaks first, Felix comes back, and Felix wins it. But look, who knows? Who knows at this point? 5 all now. Oh, was that in or out? It was a good 1-2 punch. I'm not sure if it was in or out. Felix is challenging it. I think it was out. I think Fritz thinks it's in, but it was called out. I don't know. It looked close. I think it was out personally. It was in. Oh, maybe a third of the ball or a quarter of the ball was in. 15 love. Come on. Come on. All right. Here we go. 5 all now. 15 love Felix. Here we go. Felix really takes his time in that second serve. Fair enough, though. It works for him. 1-2 punch. Oh, it hits the net and goes out. 15 all now. Bet him 4-1 pre-tournament. Yeah, I mean, I think he's got to be, I thought he was he's 6 odds, but wasn't sure. But yes, and that's why we're rooting for him. Well, that's why you're rooting for him. Fritz has been impressive, but I think Felix is still winning the baseline points. We saw early on in the second set it was 9-3. I think Felix would still be having that, by a few. 5 all now. 15 all. Don't push this, Felix. Don't push this out. Fritz puts a smash up and it's just gone out. Sorry, not a smash, a lob up, just gone out. And welcome Emil in the chat. Welcome Emil. I know I saw you there before, but Fritz presently at his time. At his prime? I'm not sure. I mean, he's world number 9. So, I mean, you can't argue against that. Is he going to creep into the top 7 maybe? Top 5? We'll see how his Australian Open campaign goes. Because he'll enjoy that, I think. 40-15 now for Felix. Well done. Good hold. I actually watched Fritz. I watched Fritz versus RBA. 5-setter match of the Australian Open this year. That was a great match to watch. And Fritz taking that in 5 sets as well. FAA. Yes, my apologies, Emil. Yeah, you'd think world number 6. He's pretty much in his prime now. But he's had a streak of hot form. I wonder how that break is going to treat him. The break in November coming to December. I wonder how that's going to treat him and see if he can continue that momentum from there. Because the Zverev will be back. All the top players will be back. Although, no, Nadal's getting a bit older. No offense to him. All right, 40-15. Fritz can't do much with that. 6-5 to Felix. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Tennis is so underrated by the population, even though it's one of its most watched sports. Yeah, 100%. Like, I think, just like F1 did Drive to Survive, I know Netflix is working with tennis to do like a Grand Slam thing. I know Kyrgios from Australia, he was a big part in that, I think, as well. And I think, is tennis going to be, after Netflix is done with, is going to do the tennis series, is that going to boost tennis a lot? What do we think, guys, in the chat? Do we think this Netflix series of tennis will boost tennis as I mean, even though it's one of its most watched sports, do we think it's going to boost like the or no longer be underrated? What do we think? It's definitely not underrated in Australia since we have the Australian Open and where I'm from. But yeah, in your countries, Emil, in your country, I'm not sure. I know you have the same name as Emil Rusevori. Are you also from? Is it Finland? Is Emil Rusevori from Finland? I hope I'm not. He is Finnish. Oh, thank God I got that right. Yeah. Oh, you're from Canada. Oh, so we're another Felix fan. Well done. I just came back from Canada last month, just from Toronto, which was a month and a half ago, which is great to be in there. So I appreciate it. Which part of Canada are you from, Emil, if you're comfortable saying? Come on, time to break serve. Indeed. This is it. And then he'll be serving for the 3rd set as well. I think he'll have that in the back of his mind. Oh, Sam, you didn't hear anything about that? Rafa's also in his prime, is what I said. All right, 5-6 now for Fritz. Fault. Oh, name is German. I see. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, all right. Here we go. Oh, sorry. The first serve must have been a let because that was a fault. Second serve incoming now from Fritz. Backhand, forehand now. Oh, Fritz playing a bit slow here. On the line. Felix is calling a challenge. Felix is looking pretty sure. I don't know what's... I can't hear what he's saying. But is he going to be right again? He was right the first time he challenged, or the last time he challenged. Oh, it looks close. I think it was just in. Oh, it's out. Oh, it's 1 or 2 mils out. Wow, 2 millimeters out, I reckon it was. Love 15. His camera's on the line umpire. I don't think it was his fault. It's a 50-50. And Love 15 now. Come on. Here we go. Big, big, big points now. Gets it back. Fritz doing enough. 15-all. Good aggression from Fritz. Not holding back. That's good. Excellent to see. Yeah, another tiebreak incoming. Crazy if Felix loses because of 2 straight tiebreaks. Yeah. Oh, I have to look up his tiebreak record. Faizan, I'm not sure if you have that handy. The tiebreak record for Felix, maybe this year, or I'm not sure. But 30-15 now, unreturnable. Well, Felix has lost 1 tiebreak to Rude this ATP finals, but just the 1. So now he's 0-2, I guess, losing this first set tiebreak. So hopefully he can get this now. 30-15 now for Fritz. We need that break. I don't think it's coming though. 40-15. Crazy, not crazy. Yeah, indeed. I'm from Toronto too. Oh, I'm not from Toronto, but you're from Toronto. Very nice to see, Sam. It was great to be a tourist there for about a week and a bit, and would love to see it. Serve fault from Fritz. Second serve. Deep from Felix return. Good deep returns. Backhand to backhand now. Inside out forehand from Felix. Backhand from Fritz. Fritz on the forehand. Sweeps it. Cross court winner. We're going to another tiebreak. 6-all. 6-all indeed. Wow. What a tiebreak. Woo! What a set, I mean, going through to the tiebreak. Hope it doesn't go to the third set because I got work in 1 hour. So if it goes to a third set, then Mr. Faizan might be jumping on. So you guys can say g'day to him. And look, we hope it goes to a third set because we want Felix to win, right? Do we have any Fritz fans in the chat? We'd love to see. We're getting a few more viewers now. We're going to a second set tiebreak. Who we got in the chat? Do we have any Fritz fans? Don't get berated. Be nice. Be nice, Felix fans as well. Be nice. 6-all. Here we go. Felix to serve first. Taking his time as usual. First serve fault. Coming through now. Concentration at its peak. Here we go, Matthew says. Here we go indeed. Second serve now. Great second serve. Forehand to backhand now. Fritz ripping the forehand back. Felix wants to come into that. Stuck in a bit of no man's land. Fritz with the forehand. Going down the middle though. Backhand to forehand now. Fritz loving the forehand. He's got a couple of forehand winners in the last few points. Going backhand to backhand now. Playing relatively safe. Getting a long rally. Fritz puts it too far for Felix. 1-love to Fritz. And Felix is laughing it off. I don't like that. I don't like that he's laughing it off. What do we think, guys? I'm not loving that he's laughing this one off. Oh, that's like... Is that mental? I don't know. Oh, not good, not good, not good, I think. Rally length, 20 shots. That's going to be the longest rally of the match. 1-0 Fritz. Plug in your tiebreak predictions. Good return from Felix, though. Clawing it back. Is it going to sit in? No, it's 2-0 to Fritz. Concentration we need from FAA. I'm plugging my tiebreak score in the chat now, guys. 8-6 FAA. Who do we think is going to take that? Any other comments? Sam, Emil, Matthew? Would love to see you guys in the comments. Leave your tiebreak score prediction. 2-0 for Fritz, though. Looks like I know. Just in. Both just in. Fritz puts it wide. 2-1 now. Come on. He's got it back. He's got it back. It's going to be a long tiebreak. We're going to be a long tiebreak. $10-8 FAA. What do we think? Sam, are we going to see a 16-14 from FAA from you? Going back to the Rafa Manarino. Is that your tiebreak score forever? I wonder if there's been any 16-14 tiebreakers recently. All right. 1-2. Oh, is it in? Has it caught the line? Looks good. 2-all now. 2-all for Felix. Fritz is challenging, though. Bit of a late challenge, but Fritz is challenging. I think he knows it's in. There's been a few times where Fritz has just known it's in. I think it looked good, though. Oh, it is out. Oh, great challenge, though. Great challenge. Second serve now from Felix. Come on. He's been doing good with the serves. I think we've only seen one double fault, and that was in the first point of the second set. Good second serve. Forehand to forehand now. Ripping the forehand, Fritz is. Slicing it from Felix. Forehand to backhand now. Felix puts it wide. He's not laughing about this one. He knows it's crucial now. 3-1. Fritz, says Mohammed Yani. Oh, I'm butchering his name. Mohammed Liani. I think it's right. Oh, dang, says Emil. Yeah, dang indeed. We need Felix to come back here. Been a couple of errors already. Both sides. Need this point now. Good first serve. Fritz keeps it in. Felix whips it cross court. Winner on his backhand. 3-2 now. But still a mini breakdown. I don't think Fritz can beat Novak. I don't think he can beat Novak either. Novak should definitely be top, even if he loses the next match. Let me have a look, though. Yeah, I mean, Djokovic should also beat Medvedev. I don't know. It would be interesting how Medvedev plays, knowing he's not going to go through. All right, 3-2 now. Felix slicing it away. We need an error for now. Felix just keeping it in. Fritz hitting it down the middle, knowing Felix is going to move one way or the other. 4-2 now for Fritz. Yeah. I don't think Fritz can beat Novak. I don't think Fritz has ever beaten Novak, right? 3-0, 4-0. Yeah, Fritz is 4-0. Sorry, Djokovic is 4-0. I know there was a 5-setter at the Australian Open when Djokovic did his abdomen, ripped an abdomen. All right, 4-2 now for Fritz. Who we're going to see come through now. Fault for Fritz. Here we go. Come on, guys. Who do we think's going to win in the chat? Novak has 2 dubs already, yes. Oh, double fault from Fritz. That wasn't even close. That's his first double fault. It's getting to crunch time now. 4-3 now. On serve. On serve. Come on. Come on. That was his first double point. Double fault of the match from Fritz. What a way to do it. I shouldn't say that. Positive vibes only. But yeah. Come on, says Emil. Yes, come on. Allez. I'll put allez in the chat. We need this. Hopefully, hopefully not too much money involved. But here we go. 3-4 now. Great serve from Felix. Felix with the winner again. 4-all. Come on. Come on. 8-6 is looking good. 8-6 is looking all right. What else? What other predictions were there? 10-8. Also not bad. God, this is starting to look like Tsitsipas Medvedev's second set tiebreaker, though. I'm loving this at the moment. Hope you guys appreciate all the support in the chat. This is crucial time now. 4-all in the tiebreak. Who are we going to go for? Do we have any Fritz fans in the chat? I think we're pretty quiet. 4-all now. Crucial from Felix. Great first serve. Good aggression. Felix with the drop shot. Interesting. What a drop shot. Fritz couldn't even get that. He says, "Ale, come on." 5-4 now. Fritz is not happy with that. Felix is loving it. The crowd's loving it. Oh, the crowd will be ecstatic as well. Faizan, I hope you didn't have tickets for this. I hope you didn't have tickets for this because it would make me very sad if I had tickets for this. Gonna go. But I also hope you got good resale prices if you got it. All right, here we go. 5-4, 4-5 now, serving. Good serve from Fritz, putting it back to Felix's backhand. 5-all. Didn't do anything wrong there. 1-2 punch. Well done. Well done. 5-all. Emil saying, yeah, Holgerun had a bit of a baby attitude. Yeah, I mean, that's what Stan Wawrinka was saying after his first match in Paris. Had a bit of a chat to him. But I think he'll grow up. He's 19. 5-all now. Good serve again from Fritz. Good return. Felix on the attack here. Good returns from Fritz, though. 5-all still. Forehand to forehand, though. Down the middle now. Backhand to backhand. Anyone's shot now. Anyone's point. Good depth from Felix. Down the line from Felix. Good defense coming up from Felix. Fritz hits it out. Felix is 6-5. Serving for the set. He lets a big come on. He hasn't won the set yet. Come on. Set point now for Felix. Let's go. Let's go. Big set. Big points. That was 15 or 20 shots there as well. Can he get a big 1-2? Yeah, he got some advice. Look, I think being in the shadow of Alcaraz, I think that's going to force him to grow up a bit as well. Being in the spotlight this early, it's going to make him grow up or people aren't going to like him. As much love as he got in Paris, I think there's still a bit of a, especially what Casper Ruud was saying as well. Like there was an argument in the change rooms of a tournament. Was it Wimbledon or something? All right, but back to the action. 6-5 for Felix. 6-5 for Felix. Who's going to get this? Felix taking his time now. Set point. I almost said set point, match point, but no. 6-5 now. Big deep breaths from Felix. He wants this. We want it. Ace. Emil says ace. Come on, I hope so. That would be huge, though. Down the tee. A 1-2 from Felix, and he gets it. It's a winner. We're going to a third, baby. Let's go. Woo! 7-5. Felix gets it. None of us were right in the tiebreak score, but it doesn't matter because we're going to a third, baby. What a point from Felix to seal it as well. Big come on when he sits down. My God, what a shot. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! Now, it's 2 hours and 7 matches, and we've only gone through 2 sets. But, look, loving this. Oh. Loving this from Felix. 15 winners in that set versus just 8 for Fritz. There was a few more unforced errors. But really loving this from Felix. And Felix's service, 90% of his first serve points won in that second set now. Really getting that points up. And wow, huge from Felix. Now Felix and Taylor both have 84% win on first service. Felix has had the break point opportunities, but man, this has been close. What a match as well. What a match as well. All right, I'm going to have to head off, guys. But Faizan's going to be in the chat very soon and look providing you a stream. But yeah, I'll be heading off for the time. Thank you very much for your support, guys. Appreciate it. Faizan will be taking this over. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, there we go. I'm here now. I'm here. Thank you, Pat, for the first half of the stream. Taylor Fritz not quite getting it done in straight sets, and that second set of tiebreak. It would have been really harsh, I think, on Felix if he was to be dumped out in 2 tiebreakers. I mean, not losing serve. I think it would have been pretty savage. Tony Nadal saying, "Vamos, come on." So channeling his inner Rafa. But we'll see how the third set goes. It's been very, very tight. Both guys have served really well. So I just think it's going to be intriguing to see how now the third set goes. Let me know your predictions in the chat. Who are you? Well, what do you think? Let's see. Let's go to, yeah. What will the score be in the third? Start Q&A. All right, so 15 love, Taylor Fritz. Fritz goes into the forehand of Felix, into out forehand, backhand cross, backhand to backhand here now. Backhand in the middle from Felix, into in forehand from Fritz. Very loopy forehand from Felix. Then goes forehand on the line, backhand cross from Fritz. Slice from Felix. Backhand cross from Fritz. Backhand in the middle from Felix again. And the forehand from Fritz goes long, trying to go cross court. So if you see at the top now, there's live chat, top chat and questions. So I've just put a question of what you guys think the score will be in the third set. That's so it's a feature on YouTube. So let me know in that section what you think will be the score in the third set, and to who, of course. Here we go. Good return from Felix deep in down the middle into out forehand now from the Canadian. Backhand on the line from Felix. Forehand cross from Fritz is very, very good. Great depth. And the forehand from Felix goes into the tram lines. It is 30-15 to the American. Good serve out wide. Backhand from Felix into the corner of Fritz there. Backhand to backhand here. Slice from Felix down the middle. Backhand cross from Fritz. A little dink from Felix. It's a drop shot. And it's a reverse drop shot from Fritz. And an easy volley at the net. Very, very good. 40-15. And Fritz is looking... He's looking the business right now. He is. He's looking the business. He's been very good throughout this whole tournament, as has FAA, to be fair. Felix, he's been good as well. I'm wondering whether we're going to see any breaks of serve this match, or we're going to see another tiebreak. Anyway, good serve out wide. Felix on the stretch on the forehand. Can't make the return. So it is a hold to 15. And if I'm not mistaken, let me just double check that. But I'm pretty sure there's been no breaks. I have been watching. Yeah, look at that. No breaks of serve. 3 out of 3 break points saved for Taylor Fritz, but no break points. Can you imagine if Felix lost in 2 tiebreakers and didn't have to save a single break point? I mean, that would have been crazy. I mean, it's hard to really say who's been playing better because there's been no breaks of serve, but I don't know, honestly. They're looking at conversion. I mean, I'm not sure why that's a good stat at the moment because neither player's managed to break serve. I mean, it's not been a serve fest, but Both guys have huge serves. The indoor hard court, they're extremely fast, which is extremely tough to break these guys when they're on song. And their 1+ plays aren't too bad either, especially from the back of the court. Taylor Fritz being a power baseline, and Felix having a very good all-round game as well. And being able to dictate with the forehand, and the backhand is being shored up too. Second serve here from Felix into the body of Taylor Fritz. Great depth on the backhand to backhand now. Oh, and Felix misses that backhand very wide. And it's a bit of a shank there. Love 15. Good start from Fritz, and he'll be looking to open up his first breakpoint opportunities of this match. Right, here we go. So that wide backhand from Fritz is short. It's a forehand on the line from Felix. Backhand from Fritz. Straight at Felix, but it's very, very low. And the volley from Felix goes long. So love 30. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Emil here saying, personally, I don't like Holgaroon. Baby attitude on court. Yeah, I think the same. He's got good advice from Wawrinka. Ace, yeah, that's from the... assuming that's from the tiebreaker. Love 30 here. Felix in trouble. Good serve out wide, though. Oh, he's just missed it. That looked very, very close. Second serve, backhand from Fritz down the middle into our forehand from Felix. Backhand cross from Fritz into our forehand again from Felix. And Fritz misses the backhand cross. It was an easy shot. He just cramped himself. And Fritz says to himself, come on. And he knows that was a really good opportunity to open up 3 break points and get to love 40, because he was in the rally there and he was getting involved in the backhand-to-backhand exchange, which he would fancy himself to come out on top on. 15-30, can Felix get home safe here in this opening service game of his in this deciding set? So out wide, scampers for that Fritz. Very short return. Forehand put away from Felix into win. Great shape on it. It was, it's an expected put away from Felix on the 1+ shot there, but executed it very, very well with conviction in the forecourt. 83% and 84% are the win percentages behind the first serve for Felix and Taylor Fritz. Impressive. 8 and 5, the ace count as well in favor of Felix. Good serve on the tee from FA. It's a short return. Little forehand approach, and then drop volley from Felix, and then it's a second volley to put it away. Fritz doing a great job defensively there, but Felix just too good. Very composed in the net. And I have to say, he made him play the extra shot, Fritz did. But even then, Felix cool at the net. Very impressive. Yeah, very, very good. After being love 30 down, he's coming back nicely in this service game. It's a crucial hold, right? It gets broken, and then you're thinking it's going to be very tough to come back in this deciding set, because break points have been very hard to come by. So out wide. Oh, it's an ace. Oh, beautifully done. I have to say that's clutch from Felix. Love 30 down. A bit of fortune with that miss-hit backhand from Fritz, but everything else was his own making. No errors. It was just clutch play. Like really, really good serving and 1+ play from Felix, and backing up that first serve beautifully. And if I'm not mistaken, that was 3 first serves in a row as well. So very, very good mental fortitude from the Canadian. And he's been very good, I think, mentally in this tournament. So out wide from Fritz, and the block forehand from Felix goes long. I think, obviously, people talk about the loss to Ruud, but Ruud is a very, very good player. People forget that. He made the US Open final, and he's also made the semi-finals of the ATP Tour Finals last year. So it's not like this guy can't play. Good second serve from Fritz into the backhand of Felix. Forehand down the middle from Felix. Then goes slice. Backhand cross from Fritz. Slice from Felix down the line. Forehand from Fritz trying to go down the line, which is a little bit ambitious. Goes into the net. I'm not sure why he hasn't gone cross court there. 15-all. Because I've been ill as well for the last few weeks. I normally play tennis once or twice a week. I haven't played for the last 3 weeks, maybe. It's been tough not to play. So hopefully I'll be fully recovered by next week. Oh, second serve from Fritz into the backhand of Felix. From the juice side, Felix makes decent contact, but clips the top of the net cord, stays on his side, 30-15. And he puts his hands on his hips, not happy with that missed return. Forehand down the line, into our forehand from Felix. Sorry, serve down the tee even. And Felix with the into-out forehand goes along with the return again. So that's 2 missed returns in a row. Fritz serving down some heat at the moment, really. Especially in that last point. Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh, hello. What's happened here? Served on the tee from the juice side. The call, I think, is out. Fritz was very tempted to check it. He's not going to check it, so it's second serve. It was in. Oh, no, he should have challenged it. It was in, but it doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter if he wins the point. Backhand cross from Fritz. Then goes into out the forehand. Doesn't matter because he still wins the point. Massive into out forehand. And I have to say, the line calls have been horrific in this whole tournament. I don't know what you guys think, but someone was talking about in the chat, I think yesterday, that the automatic line judges should be a given in all the big tournaments. Now, I get that, you know, there's a lot of jobs going, obviously, for line judges, etc. And I think I'm in 2 opinions on it. I've got 2 differing opinions on it, really. My first opinion is just make as many tournaments as possible automatic because there's no mistakes and it makes it more fair, right? And there's no issues with, you know, it's probably unconscious bias or probably not bias at all even. It's just luck that some players get, you know, worse decisions than others. And that can happen, right? It's just a low probability. But so you say, okay, well, you just make it all automated so it's fair for everyone. Or what you do is you just have a very small portion of line judges on the top tournaments that you rotate, and you are really strict on their line calls, and you're checking all of them. And if they get a certain proportion or percentage wrong on an average per match, and you just say, see you later, because there's been a lot of calls wrong. And of course, the players only get 3 challenges, right? So they're not going to waste it. Like that one there, Taylor Fritz, if he loses that point and then gets broken, say, he's saying he'll look back at the highlights or the match and say, he was told as well, but not just by the line judges, but by the chair umpires out, and it's clipped the line. So, and it wasn't even like it was a minuscule clip. It clipped it quite substantially. Two one up here, Taylor Fritz. Felix looking to level things up here in Turin. FA goes out wide into the forehand of Fritz that goes along. 15 love. And the first serve from Felix just looks like it's coming down quick. Very quick. Of course, the second highest number of aces on hard courts, I think it is, behind her catch this year, which is pretty damn impressive for Felix. We'll serve out down the tee, even goes long. You'll see good shape on that as well. He takes a little bit of pace off and kind of shapes it, does Felix, away from the righty forehand, gives him obviously a better angle to hit an ace there. But just long. Second serve coming up into the backhand. Backhand from Fritz is short. Good forehand from Felix into out. Swats it away for a winner. Fritz gambles and goes into the forehand corner, but guesses wrong. Yeah, the return just made him a bit of a sitting duck. I mean, it wasn't the shortest return from Fritz, but it was very, very slow. Sat up nicely for Felix to step into an attack. 30 love. Serve out wide is long. So second serve again here for Fritz to have a look at. Fritz has got to do more than the second serve returns here. Felix's second serve is one of the best out there, I would say. But still, he's got to do something. That's such a good second serve. Wow. Over 100 miles an hour, and it's out wide, and it's arcing away from Fritz. It's really, I mean, that is it. That would have been a very good first serve. Incredible shape from Felix on that second serve, and Fritz is like scrambling, trying to think, how do I get that back into play? 40 love. So let first serve here, 40 love. Looking to hold to love and have a very comfortable service game here is Felix, and try and pile some pressure on Fritz in the next service game. Second serve down the tee, forehand from Fritz goes long, and interestingly, I'm pretty sure that Felix is actually targeting the Fritz forehand. And that might be because the Fritz forehand, even though it can hurt you, is probably less consistent than the Fritz backhand, in my opinion. The Fritz backhand is pretty super solid for the most part. And I feel like he deflects pace better on that side as well, in my opinion. So 2 games all here. Fritz goes down the tee, and the backhand slice return goes into the net from Felix. He's got to be careful. That's Felix. If he wants to get, I don't know, I feel like a final set tiebreaker is a flip of a coin. It'll be interesting to see who really tries to push on the return games. I guess it depends on how much of a little inroad they get. I mean, Fritz was love 30 up and didn't convert anything. I mean, didn't even bring up break points. Second serve from Fritz down the tee from the ad side. Massive second serve. Felix on the stretch and says, how do you like some of that? 30 love. Matthew says, hey, Fazan's back. Howdy. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? Yeah, I've just been ill the last few days, which is why, last few weeks even, which is unfortunate because otherwise I would have been covering a lot of matches this week. And at the start of the week, the rest of our commentary team were busy. So it was even tougher for me. I was trying to do post-match and previews because they're easy to edit when you're sniffling and coughing and all sorts. And it's easier to do, of course, whereas the live streams, you can't be coughing and sniffling and blowing your nose all the time. Good serve from Fritz down the tee, and forehand from Felix goes long, 3-2. And also just being unwell, doing it for hours and hours is difficult. Max is surely not 3 tiebreakers. I tell you what, it's looking very likely at the moment because Fritz had love 30, and I was thinking this is it. He may not break, but he'll open up break points. Didn't at all. Felix just came up clutch with some massive serving. I can't see who breaks here because I would have expected Felix to be the one to step on the gas. And I know he's had 3 breakpoint opportunities. He hasn't taken any of them. Fritz hasn't had a single one, by the way, which is hilarious because he wins that second set tiebreaker. He wins without not just not breaking Felix at all in the match, but not even bringing up any break points. So, I mean, that's just how rewarding, serving well can be. But yeah, I mean, I would lean towards Felix to break rather than Fritz. But in saying that, it's looking unlikely, I think, at the moment. I think we might get another final set tiebreaker, which would be crazy because I don't remember the last match when it's been a best of 3 that's been 3 tiebreakers. It's definitely happened a few times this year, but it's not too common, is it? Sam says, brother, howdy. Howdy, Sam. Fritz at love 30 had a second serve, was in the rally and went long, fine margins. Yeah, it was that backhand. So he shanked the backhand cross court wide because he was cramped. And then he kind of shouted himself afterwards, like, oh, come on. And I said at that point that was crucial. Because he was in the backhand to backhand exchange, which he probably should come out on top on because he's got a better backhand than Felix. He's got better shot tolerance on that side as well, generally. So he would have been disappointed. And especially looking back at that game and then losing, he's thinking, come on. Drop shot from Felix after a good first serve. Oh, but drop shot isn't good enough. Fritz gets there, swipes it past Felix in the net. He's got to be careful. He's going to play that. If he's going to play the drop shot, it's going to be damn good. Winners 29 for Felix, 27 unforced errors, 21 winners for Fritz, 21 unforced errors, interestingly. So almost even for both on winners and unforced errors today. It's not been the elite level of tennis. Because serve on the tee from Felix, then goes into win with a forehand into the net. It was a very good return from Fritz, very good depth. And it forced Felix to go big with the 1+ shot to get on the front foot. And he tried to, but finds the net. So love 30, again, Fritz has love 30 on Felix's serve. It's the second time this set he's had it. We're just talking about it with Matthew. And he shanked the backhand in an exchange and then paid for it because Felix ended up holding. So here we go. This is now huge, this point coming up. First serve's long, so he's got second serve to look at as well. He's got to capitalize. I mean, Felix from the juice side, his second serves normally arcs them away to the forehand, actually. I reckon he'll do the same. I don't think he's going to go into the backhand. Let's see. No, he goes into the body, interestingly. Forehand cross from Fritz. Forehand here. Very short from Fritz. And into our forehand from Felix. Gets a smash. And Fritz can't defend the smash. That is so poor from Fritz, I have to say. In the forehand to forehand exchange, you're so tentative. Like, you've got to go for more there. He's gone down the middle. It's short as well. I mean, he's just... What's he got to lose? It's love 30. You're going to lose the point if you play tentatively. You've got to go bigger there. The courts are there for the aggressive brand of tennis. You've got to play into it. 15-30. Massive serve down the tee. And that's what I mean, right? When you have opportunities, you've got to take them because it's so hard to win return points because the courts are so quick and both these guys serve so big. Massive serve down the tee from Felix. Fritz can't get it back into play. Insight serve quality says 8.9 out of 10 for Felix, 8.4 out of 10 for Fritz. So really good numbers for both. Felix here at 30 or serve out wide. Forehand from Fritz is pretty good down the line. Backhand down the line cross court even from Felix. Into out forehand from Fritz. And the into out forehand from Felix goes into the net, kicks off the net cord, stays on his side. Fritz apologizes. I don't know why. Maybe the forehand down the line return was a bit of a shank. I don't know. Either way, Fritz has a first breakpoint opportunity of this match. And you can see there the stats coming up. Breakpoints 1, 0 out of 3 for Felix. If he gets broken now, he might break a racket, to be honest with you, because he'd probably be fuming. This is Fritz's first opportunity. Imagine he takes it straight away. Serve down the tee is long. He's going to have a second serve. This is now a pressure point here for Felix. How does he hold up is the big question. Second serve into the backhand. Backhand from Fritz is out. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. How can he miss the second serve? Return it into his backhand as well, no less. Juice. He went safe with the second serve, did Felix, and Fritz obliged with the miss. Too tentative. Can't be missing that. So he saves the break point. We're at deuce. Oh, interesting. Felix goes big with the first serve out wide. It is long, but Fritz guessed going down the tee and he was completely wrong, so he would have been aced. Right, second serve here for Fritz to have a look at. Double fault. That's a second double fault of the day for Felix. Uh-oh. Second double fault of the day, and it brings up another break point. This is this could be messy. This could be very, very messy. Good start wide backhand from Fritz's bit. To be fair, it wasn't short, but it wasn't deep either. Didn't have a whole lot on it. And Felix crunches the into out forehand for the 1+ shot for a clean winner. Just a bit too airy, sat up, and Felix is very good with that first strike after his first serve. The first strike is always with purpose. First head on the tee, good backhand from Fritz though, into play again. It does sit up for Felix, to be fair, and he does have a chance to crunch it. And he hits the forehand into there. That's a bad mistake. Advantage again. Fritz got another break point. Mistakes starting to filter through for Felix here. Some uncharacteristic unforced errors could cost him the break here. Served on the tee. Oh, the forehand return on the stretch into the net. It's a massive serve. Sam says, Vamos, kid. Fritz is annoying. Why is Fritz annoying? Why is Fritz annoying? What you got against Taylor, eh? Taylor. Not Taylor Fritz, of course. Not Taylor Fritz. It is Taylor Fritz. Not Taylor Swift, as Pat was saying earlier, calling him Tay-Tay. Hilarious. Good set on the tee from Felix. Backhand down the middle from Fritz. Backhand to backhand here. Into out goes Felix. Good forehand from Fritz. Forehand cross from Fritz is massive. And Felix on the stretch can only pour it long. Oh dear. Sam says this is funny to watch. Why is it funny to watch? What? Fazan, stop questioning me, okay? Why can't I question you? If you're going to make outrageous comments, then you've got to explain why. Why is he annoying? Can't just make outlandish comments and then be like, I'm not going to explain myself. Well, then don't make the comment then if you don't want it to be commented on. Poor form. Right, advantage Fritz. Another, fourth break point. Okay, someone's like, come on, Rafa. And the crowd, stupid, seriously. You're just stupid. Second serve coming up. Massive point here. Fritz has been hammering away here. Fourth break point opportunity. Backhand cross from Taylor. Into in forehand from Felix is good. Then goes into in. He's missed it. Oh, no. Goes into in again and he misses it. That is very frantic from Felix, I have to say. He's talking to his box. I don't know what he's done there. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Some poor errors in that game. Fritz did well to stay with him, but I have to say, Felix really threw that game away with some bad errors. Sam, so I'm glad you find my comments outrageous, or comments outrageous. I think you didn't say outrageous properly. It was fun. Just what I was going for. What's wrong with that person rooting for Rafa? Because Rafa's not playing, so it's just silly, isn't it? Second serve from Fritz out wide into the forehand of Felix. And it annoys players as well when they shout out other people's names. Into out from Felix. Backhand on the line from Fritz. Backhand to backhand. Backhand down the middle from Felix, forehand cross from Fritz. Oh, that is massive forehand from Fritz, cross court. Winner, chicken dinner for Taylor Fritz. It's like at the Laver Cup, people were shouting out Roger Federer's name, right, because he retired the day before, and I was just like, come on. Like Novak was playing, and I was watching him, and people in the crowd were like Federer. I was just like, stupid. Like, Federer, we love you, and like Djokovic has just won a point. It's like, what's the point? Backhand to backhand exchange, and Felix goes into net 30 love. Sounds like Rafa is playing. No, he's not. He played earlier today. He's not playing now, is he? So that's not stupid. It is stupid. Root for someone who's playing. Oh, that is ridiculous from Fritz. Served on a tee. The backhand from Felix on return was actually really good, I thought. But Fritz is just like, no, it's not good enough. And hits an outrageous backhand on the stretch, down the line, right in the corner. That is ridiculously good from the American. Wow. That is just crazy good. Second serve coming up. Into the backhand of Felix, which goes long. 5-2. It's looking very, very... Oh, it's looking grim for Felix. Sam says FS officially checked out. Yeah, that break of serve is a killer. And now 5-2, he's going to have to come up with something special. He's going to have to come up with 3 games in a row here. If he doesn't come up with 3 games in a row, then this game is done and dusted, or this match is done and dusted even. Guys, remember to hit that like button and do subscribe if you are new. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, we do appreciate it. Also, consider becoming a member, if you don't mind, like Sam is. And you can see she has... Who have you got now? Medvedev. Interesting. That's second month of being a member, I think it is. And, yeah. There's some cool perks there, so why not check it out? Obviously, you don't have to. It just supports us, supports the channel, and we would like to be able to do this full time. And if we could, or if I could do this full time, then tell you what, you guys would get. I already think we give you guys some great content as it is, but I think it would be special, like very, very special, if I could do this full time. So, if you do want more content and you want even better content, then why not? Sam says, when do I get Rafa? What do you mean, when do you get Rafa? Oh, when do you get him as a... I think it's a few months. I think it might be maybe 6 months, maybe. They're playing Avicii in there. Are they playing Avicii? Yeah, they're playing Hey Brother, I think it is. Right, 2-5 here, Felix, and serving to stay in the match. Matthew is very upset because he's going to lose some money if Felix loses. So, commiserations, Matt. Not yet. I mean, he still could come back, but it's looking unlikely. Serve on the tee from Felix. Backhand from Fritz down the middle. Into our forehand from Felix. Backhand from Fritz. Into in from Felix again. Forehand on the line from Fritz. Backhand cross from Felix. Backhand to backhand. Into in forehand from Fritz. And then Felix miscues the forehand long, trying to go down the line. Love 15. Matthew says big laps from FA. Decided to throw in his worst service game in the match in a deciding set. Yep, yeah, it was, I have to say. Last 21 points, very random stat. But anyway, 16 to Fritz, 5 to Felix. I don't know why 21, but it's fine. This, I mean, obviously loses this game and it's sayonara to the Canadian. And I backed him to win this, to be fair, in 3 sets. So I was almost there. Just needed it to be 5-2 Felix. But Fritz is dangerous as well. I just feel like Felix would be a harder opponent for, say, Djokovic or a Tsitsipas or Rublev. But I don't know, maybe Fritz can do it. Second serve. And then backhand cross from Fritz. Felix with an incredible into-out forehand. Wow. So good. Stan says, well, since I'm your favorite member, I'm sure you'll do me this favor and put my base near my name. Thanks. It's for everyone. I can't specifically choose like a specific member to have a specific person by their name. So you just have to continue being a member, and then it'll come up, I guess. Matthew broke a vase, said Sam. Backhand to backhand. Into in forehand from Felix. Forehand cross from Fritz. Forehand in the line from Felix into the net. Oh dear. He is potentially 2 points away here from losing this match and bidding Turin farewell. Of course, this is a shootout for who makes the semi-finals. So, I mean, it's as high stakes as it gets. This tournament, and Felix might look back at a Casper Ruud match and say, damn. Good serve out wide is long. Sounds like convince you because I can't wait 6 more months. I want convince you of what? There's nothing I can do about it. You're not the only member, so there's nothing I can do. I can't specifically click on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Second serve. Into the forehand of Fritz. Forehand cross from Fritz. Forehand here. Massive forehand on the line from Fritz. Backhand to backhand. Down the line goes Felix with the backhand. Then goes backhand cross, which looked good. I thought he kept the line, but the call is out. He's not going to challenge it, so he's not convinced. Fritz has 2 break and match points. Sounds like Djokovic will beat Fritz in straight sets, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would be surprised if Fritz gets a set of Djokovic, honestly. I just think his game is tailor-made for Djokovic. 15. So, styles make fights, they say, in boxing, and it's the same for tennis. Styles do make matches, it's true. Certain styles just don't match up well. Like Ruud's style doesn't match up well to Rafa's. Good set out wide from Felix. Forehand is great. The depth from Fritz. Oh, Felix has thrown this set away. The backhand goes wide. I have to say, there were question marks about his mental capacity, and I thought he was really, really, really good against Rafa. Against Fritz, though, look, the second set tiebreaker, I thought he did really well to stay in there and then convert and take it to a decider. Third set, though, look, Fritz played some very good tennis, I thought, but Felix definitely could have done better. I think Felix, I mean, after getting broken, a couple of errors, he just fell off the wagon. It was very, very strange to see. I think he'll be disappointed to lose the way he did, in all honesty. Disappointing because the first 2 sets were so tight. And then to get broken and then get broken to lose the match a second time is just carnage. Absolute carnage, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. Sam says, boo. Gracias, Fazan and Pat. Good night, and I hope to wake up to Rafael near my name. You're probably going to be sorely disappointed, Sam, but I don't know. You could use the Rafa emoji as much as you want. Anyways, I don't know. That's it's disappointing end. I don't know. I feel a little bit like it's an anti-climax to what was a very good match for the first 2 sets. So Fritz will face Djokovic in the semi-finals. So let's have a think. That means it's going to be Ruud versus Tsitsipas or Rublev. Wow. So we could get... So realistically, we're going to get a Djokovic. Djokovic will be the final. And who do we think would play him in the final today? Matthew's never back against the Netflix. Who's the Netflix boy? What do you mean? As in Netflix are following him, are they? Matthew, you must be disappointed, my man. I was interested to say the least. Yeah, Djokovic, and then showing the times he's won the event, and he hasn't won it since 2015, if I'm not mistaken, which is 7 years ago, which is crazy to say because he's won it 5 times. But yeah, now he's just Steph will make the final. Wow, okay. Well, he's going to beat Rublev first tomorrow, which is a tough match. Hopefully, we'll be covering that tomorrow. Is the idea Djokovic, Medvedev? That might be harder to cover at 1 p.m. But it'd be good if we could because it's still a very good match. But since that's Rublev, I think we should be able to. And semi-finals and final, I mean, hopefully we should be able to do all 3 of those as well. But yeah, thanks very much, guys. Really appreciate it. Go to that like button and do subscribe if you are new, and we'll see you on the next video. I will be doing semi-final previews for, well, it'll be Djokovic and Fritz, and then whoever wins tomorrow as well. They'll play the winner of Rude. But I still can't understand what happened to Felix at 3-2. It was similar to Medi at 5-4 in the third yesterday. The issue is, I think, Matthew, is that when you get broken, it really becomes an uphill battle. And I think when Felix got broken there's a few errors. And once you hit one error, I feel, in a service game like that, and you open up a break point on these fast courts, if you suddenly you're striking, you can't quite trust yourself as much as you were before. It then becomes very difficult, very difficult to pull it back. And he tried, like he did try. Like the way that he was actually playing and played those points, the choices he made, apart from the last point when he got broken, but I think it was a 3 breakpoint opportunities before. I thought the actual choices he made weren't wrong. He just didn't execute them properly, and that's what was disappointing. Sorry, even about it. But anyways, yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Stay safe and well. We'll see you on the next stream very soon.